went on ahead as we skirted around the north side of this destroyed village. The rest of us followed behind, making sure that we didn't cramp Larenfar's style. On the far end of town, there was a
Hey Nathan,
destroyed
sorry to
building.
interrupt. You can't hear anything.
I got it fixed, I think.
Sorry
Okay,
to
keep
interrupt,
going.
Derek. Or Kevin.
Continue, Kevin. I think I got it fixed now.
No, cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Lanfar found his way into an abandoned mansion where he met a ghost of the old Burgermeister. While he was doing that and scouting around, our indomitable dwarf and barbarian cleric, Ragnar, decided to investigate a treehouse. The rest of us following behind. Soon realised our mistake when we discovered that an old woman was living in this treehouse and had a child in a cradle. Ragnar, unable to stop his impulses and his self duty, challenged the old woman, which initiated combat. It was quickly learned that that was probably a really bad idea, as the hut and the tree came to life and battered us, while the old woman threw spells at us and battered us. We tried to escape, however, the hut and the woman were too much, killing Derek and killing Ragnar with a lightning bolt, with Ordenthak being struck down by it also. Luckily for Orden, it was not the final blow, as she managed to stabilize. He managed to stabilize himself um, before being dragged away by Larenthar, who found his way back to find the party dead as well, apart from Orden. And that is where we will pick up. I think Larenthar might have found something, but I don't know if there's anything else we missed at all.
That's a good playback of last session. Give yourself a point of inspiration for that one. That was very good. Quite on point.
The only thing you missed, Kevin, is that Ragnar did not challenge her. Ragnar simply asked what was going on. And it went
And you
south
said
from there.
you've seen too much, and she agreed with you. But okay, we'll pick up right with Larenthar shoving a health potion down Ordenthek's throat, and Ordenthek regaining consciousness. And you are currently, you haven't looted the dead bodies of your fallen comrades just yet, but you are right in the same vicinity of them, and Baba Lasaga and her hut have gone back to where they were previously on the map.
So are we still in the same area where Derek and Ragnar are?
You are about 300 feet from where the hut and is now placed back. You are still in. You are still in Berez, yes.
But like, are their bodies next to us?
Yes, you would see Ragnar, and like as you come through, you would wake up and see Ragnar's body lifeless, and as well as Derek's body.
Warden doesn't really know what to think when he wakes up and sees that. So he kind of does the only thing that he can do, where he like goes over to check and make sure they're okay. Like he's shoving Ragnar a little bit, like, "Hey, come on, we gotta get going, Ragnar. Derek, come on, we gotta get going."
And you would see, like, you'd nudge them and try to wake them up, and neither of them would budge. You would see a horrible mark on Ragnar's back where he was just struck by the finger of death. It's just like a hole in his back. And you would see Derek just with a lightning, with just burnt all around, all along his back as he was struck with the lightning bolt.
So I know it's useless, but can he try to use any kind of healing spells and then see that it doesn't work?
You can try.
Okay, he's gonna, let's see. He's gonna cast Cure Wounds on both of them and just see that, like, a little bit of magic comes out of his hands and onto them. Oh, sorry. Some magic comes out of his hands and onto them, but it just very quickly
Feels
disappears,
bad, man.
and the wounds are still there. And he doesn't really say anything. He just stares at them in like disbelief, and he's just gonna break down crying.
All right, I'm going to go and like, I already looted their bodies, I think, because that's how I got the potion. I'm just going to like wrap my cloak around me in the mist and be like, "We have to get out of here." I mean, HUD's still there.
We have to take them with us. I can do a ceremony spell on them. We have to put them to rest. They can't just stay here.
I don't know. I mean, that dwarf is kind of chunky, and I don't feel like carrying him.
I will reach down and I will attempt to pick up both Ragnar and Derek and try to get them their bodies somewhere safe.
We may have lost our DM, so he's hopping in and out of the chat right now.
Then we go and attack the hag and win.
Yay!
Yay, because the DM's not there to fight it, that means she never attacks.
She's stuck in a constant T-pose.
You just like, yeah, it's the game glitch, and you just like keep attacking until it dies and then loot it.
She's clipping into a wall somewhere.
Oh man. That's like the only way I know how to beat this one boss on, like, the MMO I play.
Hey man, no shame.
There's like well, this boss is like annoying as heck. So, what the trick is you go up and you use a CC to push it, and it pushes like its nose into the wall. It pushes like its nose or its arm into the wall, and then it can't move anymore. And then you just sit there and wail on it till it dies, but it's hard to do.
Some people call it a glitch, other people call it a feature.
He may have to reboot his computer. So, seeing as how none of us are the DM of this game, we can't really continue on, but I know you guys don't know what the new 3 party members are going to be and what they're going to do, but I guess you two could kind of discuss what you want to do next. I mean, I know Orden's trying to take the bodies, but if that doesn't work, or even after the bodies are taken, if you do take the bodies, what's the plan? Are we just going back to the cart, or going to the cart and then going back to Valaki or to the windmill, or
Oh, we are definitely not going back to Balaki. I think we are unwelcome there.
We could all go back to Valaki because
All two of us.
everybody loves us there. Everybody loves us there.
well, 3 of us have no problem going back.
And one of us has a hat of disguise.
It's just that you know what? It's like you weren't a dragon, and you might be able to disguise yourself as like a human and pull a hood over your head, but
I'm just a very tall human.
with scales
Wearing
and
a hood.
horns.
Well, if I'm wearing a hood.
I do believe that you can tell somebody has horns underneath the hood.
It's a really baggy hood.
Alright. There
There you go.
There we go.
was about.
Can you hear us?
Yes. No. Have to reopen every goddamn tab.
We've just been vamping while you're gone.
This one.
We've been talking about politics.
And this one.
Yeah, we should have stuck to our
And baseball.
hamburgers and lettuce talk.
I actually don't know a lot about sports ball. Because
we thought we'd have a full party tonight, but we'll see if Korast ever wakes up. Our former Korast, don't know what he's going by this anymore.
Well, he's not logged on, so
Special guest.
I think he's a no-show.
We got really close to a full party.
Oh God, no! Orden's going robot.
Oh shoot, am I?
Okay,
I
it's
think
just
it's
one.
you.
Just 1 second. It was for
It's
1
your
second.
turn. It's your turn. Okay. So yes, Orden, you start waking up from what was a horrible, horrible dream. That what you feel is a horrible, horrible dream, as your party was struck down just out of nowhere, from a evil witch in a moving tree. You come back to life, and you just see. You see that Ragnar and Derek are lifeless on the ground. You try to heal them, as your nightmare just becomes more and more of a reality.
Can I attempt to carry both of them back to wherever Larenthar thinks is a good idea to go?
Make a strength check.
Also, do I get any health from that potion, or am I still at 1?
Yeah, it's 2d4 plus 2.
Let me go ahead and roll that. I got 8. And my strength is 10.
You can carry 1.
Come on,
That
Derek!
feels
Don't do
bad.
this to us.
Which friend do I like more?
Haha, which friend do you like the best?
Does it not count because, like, Ragnar's like half a guy?
He's still like 200 some odd pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
These
true.
dwarves are hefty.
That boy.
Do I know that he got... Do I know that he got hit with Finger of Death and that he's probably gonna rise from the dead soon?
You probably didn't hear me when I was describing that. You'd see like there's a black hole, like a terrible like this width of maybe a quarter, just directly in the middle of his back, and it protrudes like through his chest.
Do I recognize what that is?
You wouldn't recognize the spell, but you'd recognize that it's not a good thing.
Larenthar, can you help me carry one of them? I'm not strong enough to carry both of them at the same time. I'm still feeling a lot of my wounds.
I sit there, and I like pull my hood over and things, and I like kind of sigh underneath the hood, which is covering my face, and I go like, really? And then I'll go grab like the unfunny comedian, and just kind of like hook my hands underneath them in like kind of a, I don't know if you would call that I don't know what kind of carry that is, where you just like hook your hands behind them and like kind of put them in a sleeper and pull them back. Then you put them in a full Nelson and drag them that way. But I'll do that until like somebody notices me. Like, you should leave. It's not safe to be here. It's not safe. And I'll just kind of drag it. I don't know if I'm strong enough, but I'm not going to try to pick it up like totally.
Warden's gonna reach down and pick up Ragnar in pretty much the exact same way he was carrying him before he died. And when Larenthar's a little bit more ahead, Warden just buries his head into Ragnar's neck and he says, "I'm sorry. I promised that I would protect you. I couldn't even help you from this." And he's gonna follow after Larenthar.
You get about 100 feet back the way you came, and like just off in the distance, in the direction where Larenthar last saw Ismark and Irina, you would hear a loud scream.
I drop the body then and head over there. Let's let it fall face first.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
And drop your bodies.
I'm gonna set Ragnar down.
And then I start playing.
I set Ragnar down a little more gently than that.
And for some reason, the one Slipknot song starts playing in the distance.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Even though that's drowning pool.
Yeah.
But it's like you start heading that way, and you would hear the screams like start moving as well off towards the northeast, back like where you left the cart. And Larenthar, you could tell that as fast as you're running, that the screams are equal distance ahead of you. It's like you're not gaining any ground. Meanwhile, you have Ordenthek and the bodies behind, getting further and further behind you.
Oh, I make sure that I cut the guy's.
No, I'm running after
first
Larenthar too.
and take his gold, but that'll be it.
What'd you say, Larenthar?
I'm going to like stop for a second as I'm dropping it and gonna yank his money purse off his belt, but that's all I'm gonna take.
Off of Derek or
Yeah, well,
Derek's dead body?
And he probably doesn't have that much, but
hey, Kevin, how much
There's
gold did
only
you
one. I don't know. You deleted my character sheet. I didn't have many. Also, there's only one place Derek keeps his
He
his
had at least
gold,
15.
and he's not called Rochambeau for nothing.
no wonder he had such bad jokes. He was always distracted.
No, I'm sure his pouch was somewhere on his belt or something.
So yeah, you can get like 20 gold since he wasn't in the party long enough to collect anything.
All right, and I'm just gonna like run back up the mist and see if I can find him.
The streams stop, but make a investigation check to track the footing, the footsteps.
Okay, let's see here.
Okay then. That's a natural one.
these dice! I swear to God.
You kind of feel like you should know, you should be able to track footsteps, but just these ones, they seem kind of like the person that was running it gets lighter on their feet, and the tracks just start to disappear on you, and you lose track of them.
Oh well, I guess they're dead. Can I make a perception to see?
Let's see what.
So basically, to determine anything, because investigation is following tracks, but I would rather just go by the noise of my perception. Just go in the direction of that.
Like the noise you couldn't really hear enough, and then with sight it's still a little bit foggy. The fogginess of the marsh and Berez is still upon you until you get closer back to where the road was.
Okay, well then whatever happens.
Can I make
don't
an
know.
investigation check?
Go for it.
$11.
You track them up to where Larnthar is, and then they kind of go in multiple directions somehow. But you get the feeling that this person or creature wasn't trying to be lost. Like they wanted to be followed. So because it was heading in a direct line to the road and where you left the cart.
I'm gonna run towards where the cart was.
And are you both going that way?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go until I find like a road and then follow the road.
Okay. And I'll do one. You would come to your cart. Oop, I'm kind of, and you would see three, like three bodies bound and gagged. Oops, I am screwing everything up. Outside of the cart. I'm gonna bring everybody to the map. Let me just draw something. Draw. Where's the shape drawing? There it is. Let's say this square or rectangle is. Can you make it like filled in, or does it have to be?
Yeah, if you click on it, Derek, there are two color boxes. So select it with the arrow, and then there are two color boxes. You got like one that's like empty. There you go. You got it.
Okay, so you would see that the you see Ismark and Irina both bound and gagged. Ismark has definite has seen that he's been in a little bit of a scuffle. He's got bruises and he's bloodied, like he's just been beaten to a pulp. And then you see another body next to them that you don't recognize. It's probably she's probably about 4 foot ish, about the size of a dwarf. You can tell that she's a dwarf that you have never met before. And you do not see who's behind it. Let me just do that. Oops. Turn on fog of war. Whoop! Did not mean to do that.
That is a thick fog of war.
Everyone dies. The end.
There.
I'm gonna scream, "It's Marc, Irina!" And I know I should be more careful. I'm gonna run up to them and try to untie them.
You would see on like a figure that jump on top of the cart as you're running up that you 100% recognize. Ooh, and why is he under it? God damn it.
Technical
He crawled
difficulties
under it.
abound.
He's just that short.
To front. There we go. And he just jumps up onto the top of the cart. And he's like, well, well, well. What have we here? I knew I was tracking you guys correctly. Welcome back. And you see Erston just on top of the cart.
Orden looks up and he looks absolutely terrified when he sees Erston, considering what he just heard. And he goes, "Erston, what are you doing here?"
He jumps down to the cart to the side here. I thought we'd have a little bit of a family reunion, and he just kicks this dwarf in next to him in the side. I brought another family member to the with me this time, and you see him look around. Speaking of family, where's that fool of a brother of mine? I was hoping he'd be happy to see our sister here with us today.
Erston, Ragnar's dead.
Oh, should have just told me he was behind us.
He doesn't quite believe you. He's like, dead. There's no way he was dead. He's dead. He's tougher than that. Come on, don't lie to me like that. And he's like, and there's always been more than two of you. Where's that other fool comedian that you had tagged along with?
I'm gonna try to lie to him. I'm gonna say, "Oh well, he's behind us in the swamp. We got separated, and I'm gonna try this. See if this works."
Make a deception check or persuasion.
Yeah, that sucks, but whatever. He's right behind us.
He did not make this do very well. He's like, ha, crafty ones, are you? I always knew you guys were crafty. And he calls out, and you just hear him call out, "All right, Ragnar, and that other idiot, you can come out now. Face me like a man."
Can't because he got captured and is in the tree.
He just looks at you dumbfounded.
While he's doing this, can I make a sleight of hand to see?
Go ahead.
While he's doing this, like while he's talking to Erston, can I try to untie? How's the dwarf girl looking?
She's seen better days. She's fine. She's not hurt in any way, shape, or form. She's just more confused, surprised, and confused on what she's doing here. She doesn't know where she is in any way, shape, or form. You can just see a terrified look on her face.
Can I attempt to cut her binds free while Erston's distracted?
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna sit there while she's untying him. Says, well, if you want to find him, he's like back behind us in the hut in the tree.
Okay, let's see. Let's see his care. What I see plus. Okay, you easily cut her binds, and he doesn't even notice you as you're cutting the dwarf's binds. I was hoping to kill you all, both of you. And he looks down at well, doesn't he looks down at the dwarven woman at the same time. Well, I guess this family gathering and meeting will have to be done in another time. Or unless you want to follow me, I'm going to find him.
Oh, well.
And he takes a couple steps, like, whoops, not that way, towards you, Laurenthor. Why am I moving back? What the f is going on?
I don't know.
Why is it panning the stupid map?
Your token's moving on my screen, anyways.
Yeah, it is. It's moving, but like I go to move it down. The map pans upwards, so the token moves upwards.
Oh, that's weird.
You have a. I don't know. Yeah, all I can think of is like you've got some sort of like lock on the like scroll.
Are you on the right layer, Derek? Because you can only move the map if you're on the map layer.
On the objects and tokens layer.
Is the map then on the objects and tokens layer instead of being on the map layer?
Have you got it on the hand or the cursor?
No, it's on the map layer. I'm so confused.
Is your cursor, is it a hand or is it an arrow?
An arrow.
I don't know, because if it's a hand, that moves.
There we go. I don't know what the hell was wrong, but I went to the map layer and came back, and it fixed itself. So I don't know what the hell was wrong. Okay, back to it. He starts walking like towards the south, towards you. Hey, I'm going to find me brother.
Like, well, be my guest.
And
I'm gonna,
and Nathan, you would obviously, Nathan, your hands and binds would be cut, so you're free to move now.
Until he moved off, I would have just stayed, kind of felt my bonds get cut, but stayed in that position like I was still tied. And if he's moving off, I'll stand up and start moving towards him. Well, yeah, I'm more concerned with Urston at the moment. And just, like, I haven't even said anything yet. Just kind of the shock of everything, just moving towards him and waiting to see if he notices.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
My plate armor says no.
he turns around. What the hell do you want? I'm going to find our brother, you pompous bitch. And he throws a hand at you.
Because she's within like 5 feet of me, it's disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. Okay, never mind. Neither one hit anyway. He just punches you square in the chest, and you don't even feel it. Like, you can see, like, he was just trying to knock your ass over with the punch, not hurt you, and you just take it like a bull.
You've tried that before, and it's not got you anywhere. You can try it again here, even though I can tell you've gotten a bit stronger. But you're not getting anywhere still. Why are you acting like this? What do you mean? You left with Ragnar, and now you're trying to look for him, and you're tying people up, even your own kin. What is going on here?
Urston's the youngest of the three, right?
Yes.
Okay. You and Ragnar were always the family's, always Ma and Pa's favorites.
I'm slapping him.
It's like make an
As
attack
soon
roll.
as he says favorites, I'm slapping him.
Make an attack roll.
That was cocked like mother. And that was even worse. That's a 9 if I had my strength.
That misses. He just like with fast super cat like reflexes just reaches up, grabs your hand, and just stops you from slapping him just altogether. You ask for an answer, and then you just go and slap me, like try to slap me like that.
You give the same stupid excuses every time you mess up. You always try to say something about being the favorite. You're the one that chose the other paths. Ragnar chose the axe, and you know I was chosen for the church no matter what I chose to do. Don't give me the favorites. Just because Morden chose me at a young age, and just because Ragnar chose the axe, and Father thought he could succeed where he failed. Don't give me that.
How dare you speak of these things so lightly, sister? You've always been perfect, always so gifted. At a very young age, when I was just barely able to walk, you were taken by the church and just shown the way, given everything. Meanwhile, I had to claw and fight and just watch as you just effortlessly were granted powers that I would never achieve.
I know that you've heard the story of my birth, and you know that it wasn't just easy. You know that I had to fight for my life at the beginning. And it's only the survival of that brought the blessing of Morden on me. That's the only reason that I've gotten to where I am now. You forget to take into consideration what everyone else has done. You just take into consideration what you've had to do. You've always been like that. That's why Dad sent you off with. That's why Dad sent you off with Ragnar. He hoped this would do you some good. I can see it's done the opposite.
Orden and Lawrenthar, you would just see this dwarven woman that you've never met before, just with the utmost strength and confidence in her voice that you didn't feel necessarily from Ragnar and Erston. You can see that she's fully in control of herself. Are you both just watching, and are you wanting to chime in?
I'm gonna try to cut is Marc and Irina free since they're distracted?
Make a sleight of hand check at advantage.
I'm not gonna get involved in a domestic here, so I'm just gonna like walk into the mist until they're just basically dark shapes and roll stealth and like just kind of duck out.
They roll a stealth check.
Okay. So here, the first one was a nat 1. So
Was 13 sleight of hand?
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. You start moving over to the west a little bit, and you duck out of sight a little bit. Erston just you see him kind of step on his tiptoes because his sister, who's still unnamed, is standing between you and him, and he goes, "Hey, what you doing over there, Orden? I see, trying to overwhelm me with numbers, eh? That's not gonna work this time." And he just disengages from this. I'm going to find our brother. Uh, if you're brave enough to fight me, family on family, to get and prove you're the strongest of us all, you can follow me. If if not, I'll meet up with you later. You can enjoy the feel, or enjoy the surroundings, enjoy Barovia, just like these fools have for the last week or so. And I'll see you later.
I'll just watch as he walks off.
I'm gonna step up to this dwarven girl and I will like put my hand on her shoulder and just say, "Don't go after him. It's definitely not worth it."
It's okay, dearie. I'm not quite as stupid as me brothers. I'm not going to go charging after him. I don't even know where I'm at yet. But you are going to tell me
You're Ragnar's sister,
what happened
right?
here. Yes, I am.
Kirsten starts
I'm
walking
sorry, I
away
wasn't trying
towards
to deceive
Perez.
him. Ragnar didn't make it.
I'm gonna start untying. I'm gonna like circle around. Yeah, then I'll start untying these two.
They're already cut. They're
I'm
already
gonna be
free.
like, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna like jump in the buckboard. I'm gonna help Irina up, but not Ismark. And you're like, oh, let's get going. I can't believe you bought that. Let's go.
Irina will be like, hey, thank you. Erston there, he came out of nowhere. He was as fast as you are at full speed, at a sprint. He quickly overwhelmed Ismark here. I've never seen anything like it. And Ismark just is rubbing his shoulders and bones like, that guy, man, where the hell did he learn to pack a punch like that? That's definitely not the same Erston that we fought beside before.
Let's go before maybe he'll piss off the hag, but we gotta go because he bought us some time, but not much. Once he finds Agnar in the swamp, he's probably gonna be pretty mad at me. And when I say that, all you're just gonna see like a big grin coming out the bottom side of my face, which is all you see.
I'll look back to Orden. So, before I actually throw in with you and potentially go somewhere with you, can you tell me what's going on and what happened to me brother?
I'm sorry, Ragnar didn't make it. There was a fight, and we tried to run, but we were just overwhelmed.
I need to know two things. She just keeps kind of pausing after every time she says a few words. Did he go trying to help someone?
Orden He's like obviously really pained still talking about this, but he kind of cracks a little bit of a smile. And I say, he thought that there was a baby that was in trouble, and that's why we engaged in that with that woman that killed him. He was doing the right thing.
Scratch what I said.
You should be proud of your brother. He was a very brave man.
I need to know 3 things then. Secondly, I need to know, did anyone get his axe?
He's still back there, and I don't have his axe with me.
And we can't. She takes like a deep breath, like she's not having an easy time. And we can't. You don't think we can take this person out that killed him? Not yet.
Definitely not.
She's going to pull out a. We're still kind of like almost in a marshy area, right?
You're on the outskirts of the marsh. You haven't gone into the marsh yet, because you kind of got to the point where it was starting to the ground was starting to get wet, and the cart was starting to sink into the marsh a little bit, and you decided to stop so you wouldn't get the cart stuck.
Can I find like a big kind of stone, like a flat on one side that, you know, has a good surface area anywhere around?
Sure.
What's your name, Deirdre? Looking at Orden.
It's Ordenthek.
I'm Iris.
Ordenthek Stoutskin.
I'm Iris Oakenbeard. Would you mind helping me with this really quick? And she's going to point over at this rather large stone.
And I'm gonna go over and do whatever she's needing me to.
Basically, I want to take this stone and kind of pull it over to where the ground starts to get a little bit marshy, just kind of like that edge of, you know, normal ground and marshy ground. And I want to take out like a part of my smith's tools and just kind of chisel like a crude version of the Oakenbeard symbol in the front of this rock, and then stand it up and have kind of Orden hold it, if he will, and pound it into the ground a little bit where that symbol's facing towards the road, the direction we came.
Orden.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Will you hold this
I was
large
listening
rock
to
while
our stream also.
Will you hold this large rock while I try to drive it into the ground a little bit?
Yes, I will.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so what does Iris do?
Do I need to do any checks for that? I'm just taking out my warhammer and kind of knocking this rock into the ground with the symbol facing the direction we came, like the direction that I assume everyone came from, like away from
So
this
you're
area.
directing it, you're like facing it north, not towards Perez.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you can do that.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna look at Orden, kind of dust my hands off, and now there's a marker as a promise for me to always come back here and settle what's happened. Whether it be with Ersten, or Ragnar, or both, or just this bitch that killed him. It will be settled, and I will get me brother's axe back. That I promise.
If you'll allow me to, I'd love to help you out with that promise. Ragnar was my friend, and I can't let him just die in the mud like that. Not without putting his spirit to rest.
I can see, just by looking at you, and just by seeing the way that this hurt you, that you were a good friend to my brother. And I'll reach over and, like, kind of, I can't reach your shoulder or anything like that, so I imagine like it's a touch on the thigh or the calf or something like that, and just kind of pat you. I'd very much appreciate the help. And also, I'm gonna need someone to tell me what's going on around here. And I'm gonna cast a healing spell on you that I'll look up and let you know what it is, because I don't know the details of it yet.
If it's cure wounds, I think it's a D8 plus wisdom per level.
Yeah,
But-
it's a plus your spellcasting modifier.
Yes.
But
Also,
just
I don't know
just
if
as
it
a
matters. Did I lose those two
Go ahead.
spell slots?
Oh yeah, if you
Sorry,
use
did I lose
cure,
those two spell slots?
oh yeah, if you use cure wounds on dead bodies, you use those spell slots.
Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to check.
Nice. So you
Said
heal one
plus-
plus how much?
plus
Your
plus wisdom?
Spellcasting modifier.
So you get 5 more HP.
All right, I'm hurting, but I'm hurting less.
And just so you know, uh, since you left without actually getting the bodies, other than what Laurenthar took from Derek's pockets, everything Ragnar had on him is still on him.
Larenthar did take a couple. Did loot Ragnar last session, by the way.
Okay. So he can get the spell
does he-
scroll and the couple of the things, but you had to leave you left rather hastily, so you didn't get all of it.
Does he have the axe?
Oh. The axe is still there.
To be fair, the axe is very mundane, other than the fact that it has part of Ragnar's story carved into it. So it's really, unless
That's an
anybody
axe.
wanted it for like a souvenir, it's really only important to the Oakenbeards. It wasn't magical without Ragnar making it magical, kind of thing.
Sorry, man. I wanted to bring it with us, but there were other important things happening.
Okay, so yeah, Iris heals Orden for a little bit, and then what does the party do? What's the consensus?
I don't know about them, but while they were like sitting there having that conversation, I had probably already like sat in the buckboard and started to turn the wagon, and might be like about 20 feet off already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Irina and Ismark are also on the cart, and Ismark would look out. Hey, you two, you coming? I would rather not be here when Erston comes back.
Are you coming with us?
Does
I'll
he
say that
always?
to Iris.
Does he always just try to wander off like that?
Yeah, pretty much.
When things are trying to kill me, yes.
You didn't hear that.
I've got nowhere else to go.
What's it though?
You seem to be friends with me, brother. I'll follow you.
As we're heading out, I'll catch her up to speed on what's going on.
Let's get back to the.
This Strahd guy seems like a real asshole.
Oh, immensely so.
Can't take no for an answer from a girl.
That's all that, like, through the whole relaying of this story and what's going on and what's happened, and particularly the parts about Ragnar and Erston, like you'll see like physical reactions from her, but that's pretty much all she says through your whole catch up. That's her only comment for all of this.
Yeah, and I
Move
try to
everybody.
like embellish, like go into detail about everything Ragnar's done to help people.
You start heading back north towards the crossroads, up the river, towards the crossroads from whence you came. Does anything happen between now and then? Get up the random
Steep is this
encounters.
How steep is this incline right here?
You asked before, I believe, on the way here. It's you couldn't get up there. Let's go to the way of the land. The one tab I didn't reopen is the random encounters. Oh, since I don't want to waste time, you get back to the up towards the crossroads a little bit, and you start to see. Actually, everybody that's still here. So Orden, Orden, Larenthar, and Iris make perception checks.
Can we play a game that doesn't involve dice?
Sorry.
Have one.
That's a 7.
Weird though.
That's actually 10.
I literally
Sorry.
can't roll.
They're all like the Orden and Iris, along with Irina and Ismark, are that inside of the cart, just talking about Ragnar's life and all what he has done in Barovia and how strong he's gotten. You are the one steering the cart. You would look up, and you would see kind of something falling from the sky, it just coated in what surrounded by some flames, and it's kind of heading towards the from the north, heading towards the falling towards the crossroads there.
I'll be like, oh, that doesn't look good. How far away is it?
It's probably a quarter of a mile away. Like the crossroads is a quarter mile away.
Okay, I'll.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Just see that. You didn't even see that, did you?
Oh yeah, I probably didn't.
No, you didn't.
I'll be like, oh. I'll sit there and I'll be like, you know what? I'll just keep going and not say anything. I just kind of I'll like sit there and I'll think to myself, and I'll like, and they'll be like, why are you stopping? Says, oh, you didn't see that, and then just keep going.
I'm gonna turn to Iris and I'll be like, he's also very secretive about stuff like this.
But you didn't see. Oh, I don't know. I just don't want to be like, a person who sees crazy people disappearing in the fog, like like on the lake.
Yeah, I'm already getting a bit worried about these people around me. I seem to be in a strange place. With some strange people. It'll be fine though, dearie. We'll take care of each other.
And since we are still traveling, Orden and Larenthar, if you took damage, you can. This is going to be considered a short rest, so you can use hit dice to heal if you need to.
I don't think I actually.
How many
took
hit dice?
damage.
Have you're level 6, so you can use up to 6.
I don't think I took any damage, so.
I think, or can you only use half? Kevin, what's
I
the
don't think
ruling?
you did either.
You can use as many as you want. However, when you take a long rest, you only recover half of your level. So when you take a long rest, you will only get 3 back.
Is that 3 if you use 3?
It's still 3 if you only use 3. Yeah, you get half back regardless, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And in the middle of you get to this crossroads, and Laurenthar, in the middle of the crossroad, you would see this. Is Tyler even ready to? Hey, Tyler, are you ready to come in yet? Because it's now.
Yes.
Okay. Laurenthar, you would see lying in a small crater, a humanoid figure.
The humanoid figure is dead because it took 100 d10 damage.
There's a crater that's shaped like a humanoid.
And I'm
Wily coyote.
Yeah, just like a hole that's like a human shaped cutout, like in a bad movie.
You didn't do that right.
Yeah, I never know.
Hold
how
on,
to
I
do it.
gotcha.
Or Kevin, you didn't do that right. Oh my
I did it
God.
right.
You guys are gonna break it.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
Tyler shows up for 3 seconds. New character. So yes, Laurenthar, you would come up and in the middle of the crossroads, you would see a humanoid figure lying in a small crater in the middle of the road.
I'll just stop the cart, and then I'll like pull short and kind of look at that and be like, I think we should probably just go around this because usually meeting strangers in the crossroads hasn't been very good so far. I'll just start to give the crater, move the cart around the crater and see if it see what happens after that. I don't know if what that would be in there, but I would think it would be like some sort of monster based on everything else we've encountered so far.
This creature starts to stand up, and Tyler, describe your entrance to the party.
So you're gonna see a woman kind of roughly get up, and she's gonna like pat herself down, get the dust off, and kind of like roll her neck a little bit, and she's gonna look at you guys and be like, "Whew, it's a little warm over here, isn't it?"
Not really.
Do we hear that?
Aren't you guys in the cart?
They're in the cart.
Yeah.
Did you yell it or did you just say it?
Oh, I'm
Tyler?
making sure they hear me because it's the only people I see within everywhere, and I just fell from the sky. So, yes.
Okay, so yes, all of you, everybody would hear this
Like
woman.
highly confident. Cannot stress that.
I'm gonna like poke my head out, and when I see her, I will go for my sword and my shield just to be safe.
She'd be like, she'd see you drawing for your sword, and then she would like shake her hands in the air and be like, "Oh, that's not going to get you nowhere with me because I don't really care. I'm not a threat. Where am I?"
Barovia?
That sounds. You know what? I don't even know. I don't know where this is. Okay, well, this is new. That my plans did not work. In fact, what were my plans actually? Why am I here? Huh.
I find myself asking the same thing, dearie.
Ooh, that person sounds short.
I can be a bit short. With people who aren't respectful.
She's going to climb out of the crater now, and she's going to bow in front of you guys, and she's going to say, "My name's Soul.
You can call me Iris
Really,
Oakenbeard.
Nice to meet you, Dolly.
Don't call me doll.
Well, I'm gonna come up with a name for you because that one's too long.
I'm gonna use my divine sense to see if she is something we need to be wary about.
Are you something they need to be wary about?
Are you a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet?
She would kind of like scratch her
Well,
head.
you don't
And
know that this is happening. He's
no,
just getting a sense of you.
at the same exact time she's doing this, just so she can get her own answer, she's gonna like scratch her head and tuck her hair behind her ears, and you notice she has pointed ears. Because she's just kind of sitting there awkwardly, kind of like tapping her heels, swaying side to side.
Where did you come from?
She would point at the hole in the ground and be like, obviously I did something, but it brought me here instead of where I wanted to go.
Okay, where did you want to be?
Not here. I was trying to go up back to go see my family, but I think I didn't carry the one. Now I'm here.
I'm gonna lean forward to Larenthar and be like, "You're usually good at getting a good sense on people. What are you thinking?"
I look at it over. I'm still like moving the cart as they're talking because I'm circling around the thing. It's just like, I think they're daft. Obviously, hit their head falling, and maybe they might be a little bit rattled in the head.
When you say they're
What now?
daft, Orden will say, "Excuse me, are you daft?"
No, but I am offending
Hello.
you. Did
Why,
something just happen that I wasn't aware of?
why is our DM just randomly saying hello?
Oh, great.
Lost. Oh, okay. Well, Strahd attacks when we win. End of game. You can't fight back.
Is it Monday? Jeez.
See, I told you this was what was gonna happen.
Derek would
Well-
totally be writing down that "Are you daft" joke in his little book.
That's not even a joke, really. He didn't know what that meant, so he was like, "Hey, she might be."
No, but if Derek knew what it meant, he would definitely be writing that down. Anyways, our DM has instructed us to continue to RP where we're at while he tries to fix things.
So her reply was, "No, but I am offended now."
Oh, I'm sorry. I
I'm
didn't
gonna
mean
look
it.
at you. You an elf, or are you some sort of like weird race? I'm gonna try to see what race you are.
I'm not an elf, but I am a little weird. And I'm kind of an elf. You know what? I'm kind of like a half elf. The other half of me is just not an elf, and then like the ears and the never-ending sense of impending doom that I have for some strange reason.
I'm like, okay, well, I don't know why this person fell out of the earth, but whatever it is, I got other stuff to do. So I'm just gonna well, if you want, we're heading to
There we go.
a vineyard and then maybe back to town. So if you want, we can get somebody to take care of your wounds. Or did that hurt when you fell that far?
Just my ego, but I am going to jump in the wagon and go with you. I need to go somewhere. I can't just sit here in the middle of my hole in the ground. This is shameful.
Oh, hi. And Orden's gonna move to make some room for our new friend.
She is going to position herself directly across from Iris and Ordenthek, and just kind of like tap her knees and tap a small little book that for some reason she has with her. Just a tiny little book with a little lock on it.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Iris is going to wink at this newcomer.
She would do that cartoonish wink back, like opening her jaw and like really bobbing her head towards you and be like, "Yeah, bud, I get it."
I didn't mean to offend you back there. My name's Ordenthek, by the way. And he kind of just extends his arm out to you.
She would go to shake your hand, but she's gonna use her cloak that she has over her hand and be like, "Pleasure's mine. That's good though. That's good. You said your name twice. I'm Soul, like I said before when I bowed. But man, these seats are not comfortable." You would see her trying to like tap the wood, trying to find a more comfortable position on the cart.
Nice.
When you said you didn't carry the wand earlier, you care to explain that a little bit more?
Did you see me fall out of the sky?
Yeah, we got that part.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't carry the wand.
It seems a bit like carrying the wand would make you a bit heavier. To make you lighter, not to carry it.
You do where I want to go.
What'd you say? You cut out.
She would say, "No, it would make me go where I want to go." But this is turning out pretty exciting. We'll see what happens. I like new people and new things.
Awesome. Okay, so where are you starting? Where is Laurenthar taking you guys now?
I guess I'm gonna go down this south western pass.
Southwestern?
Yeah.
Okay, to the west. You get about a quarter of a mile down the road, and you make a purse. Actually, what's your you see another yeah
20.
you're fine since it's coming down the road. You would see another humanoid creature uh, getting closer, probably another quarter mile out. And Kevin, how fat are you trying to stay along the road, or are you moving in the trees? What are you doing coming this way?
Be weary of trees on either side, and I'd be looking ahead. Traveling alone is quite dangerous, I've found. So I would, at the same time, I don't know if I've noticed them around the same time on Derek. But my character would be walking along the road. He would stop seeing the party group heading my way, and I think kind of that almost Western style standoff where it's like, who's this? Can I trust them? And it'll be like a pause for maybe what seems like minute, but is maybe only, 10 seconds or so.
I sit there, and as I'm going, I see another dragonborn alongside the road because
Are you like Kevin? Are you cloaked or are you full out scales out?
Um, I have no reason to hide that I'm Dragonborn, so I'll have the cloak on, but not the hood.
But
Right.
I don't know if, like, Larnthar, could you tell that he's a Dragonborn still from a quarter mile out?
Well, they don't really have like a human shape, so I would because they're not the same build as a human. So I guess I would be able to probably tell.
You can tell that it's not human, but you can't tell that it's a Dragonborn.
But I would catch up with it because it's just walking in the same direction, and I'm
It's
on.
it's walking towards you. Yes.
What I'm saying is when I get close enough to see it, I would sigh to myself, knowing that I'm going to have to stop. I'm going to and I pull the wagon to a stop while Ordenthek is like still trying to introduce themselves and like chatting away, all three of them together in the back. Iris, Ordenthek, and Soul. I'll just stop. I'll bring them to a full stop, and I'll tap Ordenthek on the shoulder. Be like, I think this is yours. And basically no, wait until she notices there's another dragonborn there, and I kind of just like I cringe a little bit, expecting what I really expect is like a loud squeal of pleasure, and I just kind of cringe in expectation of like some sort of loud noise coming from Ordenthak as she like sees another dragonborn.
You
So how-
surprisingly don't get that. Instead, he just turns his head, and when he sees that there's another Dragonborn, his jaw just drops. And he doesn't say anything, but he grabs you by the shoulder and is like shaking you, like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And
So-
he will.
Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
So how close would they for notice that I'm a Dragonborn, and I can see that these aren't hostile because they're on a cart of some sort?
You say, like, how far away are they?
Yeah.
How far do you like? Do you stand still the entire time they're getting closer, or do you like waiting for them, or do you walk towards them? Okay.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm not towards them. I'm waiting, watching, judging, like what they're doing. So
how
kind
close do you get Larnthar before you stop?
I would probably stop a good is it night or is it daytime? I can't know. I don't
It's
know what time
daytime.
it is.
It's probably just after midday.
Okay, but we're in like a forest path, so
Or,
I'm imagining
wait.
it's still kind of like overshadowed.
Probably it's probably probably like 3-4 in the afternoon since you traveled all the way down to Brez and back. So it's probably midday.
I imagine like since we're in like a forest path, it's probably still pretty shady here. So I'm going to probably pull up to where I could like probably see where they are. So it would be within like shouting distance, but not any closer than that.
So like 60-ish feet.
Yeah.
that's really close, Derek. 60 feet.
Fine.
Is really...
Yeah. I guess you're right. Probably like 200 feet then.
Yeah.
It would be like medium distance. So I'm gonna do it in half and say it's like about 120 feet. That's where I stop.
If we're stopping, Orden's gonna jump out of the cart and run up to you.
Right. So like you approach, as you get to the 120 feet mark, you would see him draw a large grate, hold it in front of him. He's not holding it up aggressively. Tip is certainly on the ground in front of him. And he's standing there waiting, but his weapon is drawn just in case, but he's not showing any aggression at this moment in time as he watches you approach.
Once you pull out your weapon, he kind of just skids to a stop like a cartoon character, and takes a big step back, and he's like, no, I'm friendly, and he tries his best to say it's nice to meet you in Draconic, but because he doesn't know Draconic, it's just like he pronounces it really, really bad.
Yeah, no, the weapon would have been out before you got the range, jump out, kind of come after you. So, but it would have been he'd hear this kind of maybe half conic, and he'd greet you in like actual draconic, saying, "Well met. Clan do you hail? Red one."
He's just gonna blink at you like he clearly has no clue what you're saying.
He'll see the kind of confusion on your face, and then repeat in common, maybe looking at others around. Well met. Clan do you hail? One.
I hail from the forest, I think.
Confusion on
From the
his
Sword
face.
Coast.
Yeah, much confusion on his face. Well, as much confusion as a dragonborn could show. And he'd look at the others. So, Ghost said, where do you others hail from?
Soul's gonna point to the sky.
I'm just gonna
He follows.
Go ahead.
He follows like where you point, and confusion doesn't leave and looks back down to the Larenfar.
I'm just gonna like sit there, and I'm going to like slowly kind of sit up in the car because I was a little hunched over driving it. And I'm gonna look like to my left and to my right, and I'm gonna look at the road behind me, and I'm just going to like go like with my thumb over my shoulder and be like that way.
We've all been
Very well. I am Raging Sora.
Well, that's a mouthful, isn't it, dearie? We've all been pulled into this place, and she kind of gestures around from apparently from many a different land. I've just been pulled in here recently too. Not quite sure where we're at. They've filled me in with a bit of a story about what's going on here. That's not too good.
I have come from west along this road. A settlement I found myself in with others. They have perished on the way. I am now survivor from that group.
I'm gonna turn to Larenthar and just give you a look like, can we keep him?
I sit there and I go like, "Oh, well, how many were with you, and what did you face?"
There were 3 others. And an animated tree. There were others, shrubs, vines, that was with them. To the south, where I believe there was a vineyard.
Oh, well, we are on this way to this vineyard. Perhaps you can point it out to us. And I kind of just like sort of like yank my thumb back, like get in the cart.
You said it was an animated tree. Did it happen to have a house on it?
looks at you squintingly and again confused. It did not. It was awakened, a tree, brought to life by evil magics.
I have seen such things before, but I don't think it's usually people that are evil, not the magic itself. But if you could point out this vineyard, we have business there, and then we have to head back to complete our business. But you're welcome to join us if you need some time to rest and regroup. Perhaps have some food. You can ride in the back of our cart with well, these people also that I have found are on the road.
I can walk. I am hale and tough. I need not ride on those mannish carts.
I shrug and say, "Yep, suit yourself." And I just kind of pull my hood back and I light my pipe, start smoking, and I just kind of snap the reins and get the horses going. He doesn't want to ride. Doesn't have to ride.
I'm gonna jog up as close as I can get to Raijin, and I will just attempt to just talk to him about dragonborn things.
You do not know your clan.
I've never met another dragonborn before.
I am your first.
He kind of just nods really excitingly. I grew up in the forest. My mother's a halfling. We never saw any other dragonborns when we were traveling.
How obvious is it that you are a paladin of faith?
Pretty obvious. I don't know if he knows halfling goddesses, but he very clearly is wearing Sheila Perirol's symbol on his chest.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't know anything about halfling gods. You are not a follower of Tiamat, then?
I've never heard of Tiamat before. I'm a follower of Sheila Perirol, the Green Mother.
Just more confusion. You are out of touch with your heritage. I see. Perhaps for the best.
What are other dragonborns like?
Angry. Especially those of the Red clans.
Wait, there are dragonborns like me that are just angry all the time?
Very much so. The Reds are angrier than most. Almost as prideful as the Gold.
I've never heard anything quite like that before. I've tried reading about dragonborns, but it's just a difficult topic to come across.
I see.
You're kind of shorter than, like, you've described yourself as being short, right?
Yeah, he's like 6'2", 6'3", something like that.
I'm just gonna say, I thought the dragonborns would be taller. Wait, are they normally that as tall as you are? Am I a tall dragonborn?
How tall are you?
About 6'8".
Uh, there are those who are taller. Those, not many, that are shorter than I. I was a tender for Vermifor's horde.
What's a tender?
And he pauses, tended for the horde of my master. Maintained, cleaned, ordered for it.
Was your master an actual dragon?
Yes, ancient was he.
I'm gonna turn back to Larenthar and just give him a look like, oh my gosh, can you believe this? This is so cool.
When you turn back to look like the direction of the cart, I kind of imagined y'all like following behind the cart. So if that's different, you can tell me and I'll change the picture in my head. But I imagine as you kind of turn to look the direction of the cart, or whatever angle it is, you look that direction, you just see like you see Iris kind of like covering her mouth in a chuckle.
Smoke my paint. Be like, well, it only makes sense. I'm gonna make a history check, see if I know anything about Dragonborn.
The only thing you guys would see Soul doing is not even trying to hide it. She is just going to be intently staring at you guys, writing down what you're talking about. She's not trying to hide it. She's just like blatantly staring at you, like just jotting down what you guys are talking about.
So I know apparently 13 histories.
You would know Dragonborns are like descendants of dragons.
Really like, well, it only makes sense that perhaps the great mother of the clan employs all her kin to guard her horde. That is the way I've heard done.
It is the chromatics that have matriarchs. Metallics have patriarchs. We follow Bahamut as they Tiamat.
What color are you anyway? Because the picture you had was black, but I'm just wondering if you're not black.
He is black, mostly, but he has very strong bronze, marbling veins all through and across his scales, on his tips, on the horns, like braids. He has. His eyes are bronze. So he's bronze ancestry. But he has a black on him.
I look at him and says, well, I guess you're sort of metallic, but at a distance, I would have taken you for a rather dark-skinned chromatic dragon.
Kind of. He would maybe hiss a little bit at that. Yes, you are not mistaken. I serve the bronze dragon. His name was Vermifor.
I'll take out my little notebook and make a note of that from my cloak. You're like, right now I am studying Barovian culture, but I've always wondered someday to go and do an extensive study of the Dragonborn clans far to the north.
Sorry, can you repeat that again? Sorry.
I said, I have. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
It says, well, I've always wanted to. I've always thought about going and studying the Dragonborns that were far to the north of where I came from, but right now, I guess I am studying Barovian culture, which is quite unique, I should say. Um, I guess I sort of I should probably take a less involved approach that I did in Valaki, but circumstances forced my hand there, and I'm afraid I did not purely observe their political process.
Very well. We should move. We do not wish to be in the forest at night.
How much farther is this winery?
I wouldn't.
I did not make it with the other group. We got cut off before we could arrive.
Well, we can get close to where these trees attacked you. I would appreciate a heads up.
Yes.
Let me come back to the map. Okay. What was that? All right. All right, Nathan.
Got him in the chat.
Is Rajan Sora now like leading the did you pass the cart and start leading the way towards the winery since you know the way there, or are you still letting Larenthar go ahead with the cart?
I imagine I was basically I would have I wouldn't have like I would have just had the cart, had the horses walk. I don't want to tire them out, and we're not like in immediate danger. So I probably would have slowed it down to where they would be able to walk alongside. So we could talk. I didn't stop the cart and have this conversation.
You know,
We just had
I
him
know.
walking along.
Yeah, I know. I figured as much. Okay. Well, there's no random encounters, so that's always good. So you get to the. Whoops. Why can't I select you? There we go. You'd get to the crossroads where the path starts going northwest still, and then another one turns south. Um, Kevin, would you start leading them down, obviously, towards the vineyard, I assume?
Yeah, taking them to the northwest.
Oh, so you're taking them to Kresk?
Well, this isn't the vineyard, Derek.
This is the vineyard.
The vineyard's all the way over here.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, this is the vineyard.
Yeah, I was
We
reading
were
it wrong.
way off.
We would have got there eventually.
Yeah.
I
After
did not
losing
know
four
which way
more
the vineyard
characters.
was.
I don't remember what's that.
Is that
After
is that
losing-
Argynvost?
Yes.
Well, now that I
After
look at
Man.
it,
losing
I
four
can't
more
remember
characters
what
here,
you mean.
we would have got here with like a brand new party.
You would have died again.
Curse of Strahd, Season
Yes.
2, starting at the vineyard.
So yeah, the entire way over to the vineyard, it's relatively quiet. You get to about here. Let me. Okay. You get to this branch here. After a half a mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, where the dotted path starts. Obviously, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and the other leads south into dark woods. A wooden signpost at the intersection points west and reads Vineyard. So here.
Derek,
Yes.
when we got to here, I
Mhm.
would have told the group that this is where I got attacked by an awakened tree, and where
Okay.
the last party that I was with died.
Okay, then we'll stop here for now.
Did your character like make it really long and drawn out when he's talking about it?
Fuck up, Tyler.
Well, no, purely for roleplay purposes.
No, he tried not to talk too much because again his comment is very long and slow. So it would simply be, here is where we fought. It appears they have been dragged off into the woods.
Oh, do you wish to
Soul would
retrieve them?
stand up on the cart and kind of just kind of check the whole area. And if you want, I'll roll for it. I just want to check the whole area because I'm interested to find where the tree is.
Make a perception check.
Do I have? I'd rather roll dice. Stupid dice.
That's
roll.
right. You don't have to use the dice roller. You can roll your own dice. Just make a perception check.
Literally using it. I thought I had to use it. I was gonna have a stroke.
Nah. Oh no, I'm not using the dice to roll on Roll20.
So that would be a 15.
You would see drag marks or drag where Kevin's former party was dragged off into the woods, but the surrounding area currently is very quiet and is kind of still.
Soul would jump off the cart and she would kind of grab the dirt and like run it through her fingers and like intently look at her hands and be like, yeah, that's definitely dead. Okay. And she'd like brush her hands off and then climb back into the cart and say she's not interested.
I'll look at Reagan, be like, do you wish to go and retrieve them? Apparently that's what Dragonborn do with their dead. Having just dealt with that with Ordenthek. But I don't look at her when I say that, but I just like I look at Ragin when I say that.
Raging would respond, no, they died. Their bodies cannot be recovered. It will be dangerous to leave the road.
And,
Have we seen any signs of danger or anything?
You
Other
would
than
see
drag
like what
marks?
you would see the drag marks and probably arrows and some blood, like pools, splatters all around, like where a fight took place, but no signs of imminent danger.
So, I'm going to cast Detect Magic because he said this thing was magical. Let's see if I sense it anywhere.
Okay.
he doesn't want to like go and fight the animated tree. I'm just gonna start going again while he's casting the spell. Unless he gets off the cart.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Yeah, you wouldn't sense anything quite yet.
We should be.
I've got vision magic on me.
And out of character, Kevin, the tree that you're talking about came from down here, correct? That's where it originates from, Yestrail? Kevin?
That's one of them. I imagine there could just be other
Multiple.
awaiting.
Okay.
Yeah, because it could just be a tree blight. If
Yeah.
they're
Okay. Gotcha.
just in case you wanted a random encounter.
No, yeah, we're not gonna run an encounter just yet. We'll do the typical winery encounters. Because I don't want to kill everybody immediately again. Okay, so yes, you get to the point here, like the fork in the road, as Laurenthar just starts moving again, since there's nothing in imminent danger. And you get to the crossroads where the sign says to the west, vineyard.
Then I guess I'll start heading west.
And we'll break. Nathan, we can have a short potty break real quick before we go into the vineyard and do all that interactions.
And die.
We're going to take a few minute break, guys. Probably 5 to 10 minutes. Refresh your beverages, grab your snacks, and grab some tissues if you need them, because, who knows? Last time we got into an encounter, we died. So we'll be back in just a few minutes. We are back from our break.
5,000.
I hope everybody got their snacks and bathroom breaks out of the way and got their drinks and brought their tissues so we can have some more character losses. Derek, it's all yours.
Okay. Where are we? Heading towards the vineyard. Okie dokie. You start heading west down the trail toward the vineyard. A light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south toward a stately building. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tendered rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see rope-handled half barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large strand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning you.
I will pull up again within shouting distance and be like, "Hail, good sir!"
Okay. As you approach the cloaked figure, other cloaked figures come out of the trees. Some taller, some short, of different builds. And one of them drops his hood, and you would see an old man greeting you. Please, you have to help us. Our vineyard has been attacked.
What? Oh, yes, well, anything for a fellow cloak enthusiast.
It's been attacked by what? By what?
By a bunch of druids and blights. You have to get rid of them. We have to get back. We have to save our vineyard.
Where did the
You would
ghost
hear
go?
Soul call out from the cart, and she would go, "In the rain? No, it'll get my hair wet."
I think like the cart is actually like an open cart. It's not like
He goes on to say, about a week ago, a bunch of druids showed up and attacked the vineyard. They drove us into the woods and to take refuge. We haven't been able to get back ever since. We have deliveries to make.
Oh,
You have been out here for a week.
Yes.
And they have been in there for a week.
Yes. Will you help us? And as you'd see more of the figures drop their hoods, you would see that there's 9 of them, various ages, with a couple children and a woman. It's an entire family.
Did you say there was a ghostly figure somewhere? Or did I
The
mishear?
the fog took on ghostly form
Okay.
as it swirled between the rows of grapevines.
Can I roll an insight on this person? Make sure we're not
Yes.
walking into a trap.
Yes.
Good, great, fantastic. Nope. I believe everything they say. I'm getting rid of those dice.
Like, well, I think we have to if we're going to get any wine for our business.
Iris has already hopped out at the back of the cart.
I'm gonna jump down and greet the guy. Like, I would indubitably help you for to help this area with their finest wines, but because I am in need of strong spirits for my business, of course.
Say that again. Are you like asking for wine as a payment?
I'm just telling him that I'm looking for wine.
Oh, of course. We be able to pay you plenty of it. What, uh, once the deed has been taken care of and we can get back to work.
How many were there?
There's 9 of them. Oh, are you talking about druids and blights?
Yes. How many attacked you? That's in character.
More than we could count.
I look at him, wondering. I don't say anything, but I wonder, does that mean you can't count very high, or does that mean there was a lot?
Let's just go get this done if we're gonna do it.
Oh, like, what time? We've been traveling all day. Is it dusk now?
Yeah, it's probably around dusk. Yes.
I'm gonna grab Larenthar and be like, we should definitely help them. I'm still pretty beat up from that fight. I don't know how much help I can be.
Actually, how hurt are you? You ever roll for that potion?
Yes, I did.
And all the healing and your short rest hit die?
Look, it's not the HP I'm worried about. It's the fact that I have almost no spell slots and a lot of my good features are gone.
I'll be like, well, I mean, we don't want to leave these people out in the rain for another night, do we?
Listen, dearie, if you need to, you can stay here, and we can go ahead and take care of this.
As soon as you say you can stay here, he's like, no, I'm coming with you guys.
Then just stay behind me. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
I'll shrug and string my bow and be like, "Welp, let's go see what the situation is up there. Give me to a count of 5 minutes, and I'm gonna start heading up and scouting the place out. And they can follow if they want, but I imagine they're all like pretty loud.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, where'd it go? Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old 2-story stone building with who left? Tyler did.
Fell asleep apparently.
Just immediately.
An actual fire went off in his house, and he doesn't know it because...
No, that's not him. I was going to say he rolled a nat 20 on stealth, but that was Kevin.
Damn, this Dragonborn, it's quite stealthy today.
I only got a 12. Like the
oh, that was for advantage.
Yeah.
Let's see how stealthy I am.
You're good.
I mean, I am staying back. I was just seeing how stealthy I actually am.
About half as much as I am.
Situated in the midst of the vineyard, the winery is an old two-story stone building with multiple entrances. Thick ivy covering every wall, and an iron fencing along its roof line. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. A wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. And I'll bring everybody into the winery.
Oh man, it just started pouring down rain here.
Oh,
I
it's
thought you were just
ambiance.
breathing into your mic really hard.
No, that's literally it. Literally just started like deluging rain as we pulled up to like this to this vineyard.
That's a bad omen if I've ever seen one.
No, we only need the good
I hear hail
ones.
too. I think I hear hail hitting the window.
I just heard some thunder on your end.
Yep. Whoa. Ambiance. I love it. By the way, as I'm wandering through the mist, you would see like as I'm walking about, like my ghost doppelganger. You'd be able to see its outline, just a little bit not in sync with my outline as I walk into drizzle.
These people have giant horses too.
Just for
Shut up! I have to hide everything real quick. I didn't do the reset fog.
Uh-oh.
Hide everything. Won't it work? You fook.
So I'm gonna stay pretty close to Iris, Ragin, and Soul, while I let Larenthar go on
Safe.
ahead.
There we go.
Oh, now everything's dark.
That's so
Hopefully
cool.
my power won't go out. Hopefully my power won't go out because I am in, Tornado Alley.
Oof. Okay.
When I get a stream deck, I'm installing a thunder sound effect so I can say stuff like ghosts and oh it's dark and then hit the thunder.
Which way, Kevin? Which way would the party normally enter from here, from this road? Would it be the southeast?
No, the road comes in. The map you've just put us on, the road would come in from the northeast,
Okay.
the top right. So we'd probably approach from the top right because that's which way the road approaches the house.
You are all in. Okay. So you are now all in the vineyard. When you hear the rustle of dead vines all around you from the northeast, from where the direction you came. Inhuman shapes emerge from the vineyard, their limbs cracking as they trudge forth through the mist and rain. As you see, if you take the time to count, you would see roughly between 20 and 30 just wooded figures, like forest looking creatures, beginning to walk towards you out of the vineyard, which you can now assume were the ghostly figures.
So there was a loading dock.
Yes, it's like right there, starting right there.
I'm gonna look at the figures from stealth, heading towards the party, and I'm going to hopefully hope. I don't know if I'm within range because I probably went ahead about 5 to 10 minutes to scout, but I'm gonna try to basically get to the loading dock and get in the house before and see if they catch up with me.
Yeah, these creatures are 120 feet away.
So I'm
When they
gonna
first
head
come
up
visible.
to the loading dock and see if there's an entryway into the house through there instead of trying the front door.
Okay, you would see the steps in leading up to the loading dock right there.
Okay, how high is this here actually?
Probably like 5-10 feet, like a
I-
normal.
I'm
like-
just gonna.
yeah, I guess it
go
wouldn't
up
be
to
like an actual loading dock height. For a cart, maybe 5 feet.
I'm just gonna like try to grab on the edge and Prince of Persia my way up it.
Okay. Parked in the loading dock is a wagon with 3 barrels set in braces on the bed. A raised wooden walkway runs along the west, south, and east walls. Through a hole in the ceiling, you see the wooden arm of a loading crane with ropes and hooks dangling from it. And the rest of the party, you see Laurenthar dip into this loading dock area as these wooden creatures start walking towards you.
Yeah, we probably won't see him because he's
Oh, stealthing.
yeah, he's hiding and doing this stealthily. So we're kind of maybe we've taken maybe 30 feet into the vineyard, so that the vineyards are the wine things, the vines are either side of us.
Yeah.
And while we're kind of crouched there,
Yeah, they're up this direction.
yeah, I imagine while we're crouched there watching, they've started to appear either side of us and start making their way towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just stand here and keep waiting? Or should we head up and take care of this?
We should get to the house quickly
And
before we are surrounded.
Kevin, your character would probably recognize these creatures as part of the group. Like they were probably with the tree blight that killed your former party. They were probably little minions of it as well. So you would have fought these creatures as well.
Yeah, I would probably say then to these are not so strong, but there are many, and we are few.
So are we just running for the door then? Or are we taking them out?
How close are they all together?
There's about 6 groups of 5, probably 10 to 15 feet apart from each other.
Well, I want nothing to do with it.
I'll grab Orden and pull his token closer.
Is this the door?
Yeah, that's a little doorway, yes.
Okay.
And Iris and Rajin, are you opening the doors to the stable there?
We'll let Laurenfar do some first, I reckon, because he was a little bit further ahead than us.
Yep.
Yo, I'm just gonna check this door to see if it's locked.
That one's open.
I will open it and sneak in. Actually, I'm going to leave like a little elven L chalk on the loading dock here. They might see.
I've been here.
Yeah.
Damn graffiti artists. No
You know,
respect.
just like elves, they leave their little runes everywhere. Did you ever see that mountain in Lord of the Rings? Man.
Hey, I rolled an 18 perception to see if I'd noticed the L. I don't know if
You're not over there, so.
Well, if we go over there, that's what I roll. I didn't know if I could see how far, because that's not that far.
No, but he's scouting out ahead of you guys, so technically he's actually going to be here a little bit before you.
I'm just talking about the L.
Well, yeah, we'll get if you get there, you'll get there. But you come to a rampway, Laurenthar. This turret has a sloping wooden floor that spirals from beneath you from the cellar to the upper levels. Scratch marks suggest that barrels are rolled up and down the ramp on a routine basis.
Alright, is there anything this way?
Let me get back to the map. Yes, there is a doorway there.
All right, I'll try that one and sneak in.
Okay.
Well,
Make a stealth check.
I still can't keep my 25.
No.
Might be worse. That was a pretty low roll to
Ooh,
25.
that's
Yeah, that's a crit.
You stealthy as fuck. Holy shit. The rich smell of fermenting wine fills this large 2-story chamber, which is dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks, each one 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. A wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that clings to the southern wall, which has 4 windows set into it at balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old, empty barrels with the Wizard of Wines burned into their sides. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors leading into the winery's upper level. Underneath these side balconies are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters, upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered. They watch you
Oh,
with
come
great
on.
interest.
Ravens again?
Jeez.
Don't
We gotta
see
burn.
me.
We gotta burn this
41.
place down.
Hey, you don't. Iris doesn't know about the ravens.
You have no idea what kind of phobias Iris has. Maybe it's hereditary.
Oh man, I hear the storm warning going off on my phone. The weather, NOAA. Yeah. Right now they're going like storms are in Rogers County, Tulsa County.
no way. There's storms.
No, it's you know, it's just things that happens when you live in the Tornado Alley. You get used to it. I'll check over here.
Move yourself back because there's more things in here. I just can't find the tokens
Oh, you
for 'em.
can't.
So I'm just
Well,
gonna
see,
go
can you
into
see my token here?
I can see your token. It's just I can't find the NPC tokens.
Get in the barrel.
Yeah, get in the barrel. Druid.
Jump in the barrel and just start bathing in wine.
That's a thing in Japan.
Then how many tokens?
I've heard something about like Romans used to do that, but.
And then there's you can see like from the doorway standing like sitting on the bottom floor with you is a druid, and then I don't want to bring this many in because I'm just lazy. There are 24 of the same creatures that you saw chasing your party from the north in this room.
Jeez.
Oh yay! I'm not gonna mess with that. So I'm gonna head back. And I don't see any place else to go except for the front door.
Is this a shoot?
So I imagine by the time I head
Yeah,
back,
that's the spiral ramp that.
Okay.
yeah, that's obviously something I don't want to like even go up right now. Is it go up or down?
Both.
It evens out here, so
Mm.
that way.
It goes up and it goes down. You are on the ground floor. It goes to the cellar and upstairs.
Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that because that's obviously like someone's gonna drop a barrel on my head.
Donkey Kong.
That's what I was thinking.
Get back outside, and you would your party is now like at the doorway to the stables, and you would see that all of these creatures are starting to walk towards you. They're probably 100 feet away by now.
I'm opening this door.
Okie dokie.
I'm just gonna still stealth, like head up behind
Is it
Ordentech, and tap her on the shoulder before she sees me. Tap him on the shoulder.
You can tell this is this is the stable, Iris, and there are 2 draft horses sitting in one in each of the stable pens.
Do I see any doors on the other side of them?
No.
I'll turn right back around and step back out. That's a dead end that way. That's just 2 horses in there. There's no
And
doors.
when you tap me, I almost hit you in the head with my sword, just out of instinct.
Forgot to.
I'm ready for it, so I'm literally like, like leaning back a little bit, so I just go.
Oh, Thor, I'm sorry.
Like, as Mark would say, just give out an idea. What if we stationed ourselves inside the doors there and funneled them? They can't all come at us at once if we barricade the door or block the doorways.
Iris
If
looks at
the druids just make more plants.
the 7 of
But
us.
you don't see any druids with these creatures that are coming towards you. It's all just these blights.
Iris looks at the 7 of us and then kind of turns and looks at the 2 horses, and it's like, there's only a little bit of space in there. I don't think we can all fit.
Kevin,
There's another one up here, through the door to the docks. If we're gonna go in there, we probably should just bust in and ambush them.
And Larenthar, you would notice like the wooded creatures that were in the winery area over in here with the druid are smaller than the ones coming towards you. So they're less. They're smaller.
I say we could go in there, and since they're made of wood, we can have Ordenthek just breathe on them all.
He doesn't have that anymore.
what do you mean I don't have that anymore?
Haven't you used it? Don't you need to rest to get it back?
No, it says you regain it after a long or short rest, and also I
Okay,
have
you
intense.
short rested.
Yeah, I've got 3 uses of my breath attack.
Yeah, never mind. You good?
Yeah, I was gonna turn to Rayhan and be like, we can both use our breath attack to get a bunch of them out of the way. I don't know if you've got fire or not.
I do not.
Either way, I mean, I think that's what we should do before those things catch up with us. So,
I guess Mark would be like, but I thought we were here to save this vineyard or the vineyard, not burn it down. A fire breath would almost guarantee that the whole house gets set on fire.
I don't know. It looks like it's made of stone to me.
Question: Are these
Walls look like they're stone?
Like the walls are made of stone, but the interior isn't necessarily made of stone.
Are these so somebody told us that these were created by magic, right?
The creatures,
awakened?
yes.
Would Iris
Yes,
think,
Rajin said they were magic.
would Iris think that dispel magic might work to just stop them?
Say what?
Would Iris think that a dispel magic might be able to stop them? Render them inert?
Make a nature check.
Ooh. That is 14.
You would know that, or you wouldn't know, but you would maybe think that it would not work.
Well, that's my idea.
I think if they're being controlled by.
Oh, go ahead.
You go first. I've talked a lot this episode.
Soul would just be in agreement about burning the place down, and she would be almost playing with a small, like it created in her hand just a small little bit of fire, just kind of rolling it around in her fingers, and she's like, fire's a good idea. It is a fond aspect of my life, after all.
I think not. Everybody inside quickly. Unless we wish to fight them here and now.
Alright, I'm gonna jump back on the dock.
She's gonna stay fine.
like grab our arena and run inside.
Okay. Irina comes with, and is Marc. Everybody can just pile in.
I think I'm gonna let Ordenthek take the lead.
Okay.
Like if you Larenthar, if you're posting up here in the dock, you could that you could easily take pop shots at them as they're approaching because your bow has a range of that.
Mm-hmm. I just figure it's better off to like take out the druids. If we
Oh,
take
you're
out
wanting
the
to you
druids,
go in on them first. Okay.
yeah, go in on the druids and kill the druids, and maybe they won't be controlled anymore.
Okie dokie. Let me bring 24 of these bastards in.
Is
If they're small, you could just like boost small tokens, put 4 of them in a square.
Is Regin
Yeah.
gonna be in behind Orden?
I'm still kind of looking outwards, so I'm holding my position to create a rear guard at the moment. So I'm happy for you to go in next.
All right, I will post up behind Orden then.
I'm just gonna count 6 of them, and each one represents 4, and I'll just multiply their health by 4.
Just drag the. You can just make the token bigger as well.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
But my idea is just have the Dragonborn breathe on them, and if like the house sets on fire, we could put it out with the wine or something. Because wine is not flammable. Wine is not flammable.
I didn't say it was or wasn't.
They're all over here. Okay. So I guess yeah, I'll give a surprise round for you guys and then we can roll initiative. So you guys can do what you want since you're still what is their
Do-
blind
I'm gonna
Do we
snipe
have
druid chick if I can.
Do we have to roll stealth, Derek, if we're gonna get a surprise round?
They don't know you're there. So if you want it so no, I wouldn't say you need you need to roll stealth because their passive perception's only 9. So they not going to see you.
Literally can't get that low.
I probably could.
Everybody gets one action and then we'll roll initiative.
Okay, I'm going to come about here-ish, and I will use my breath weapon. What? Is that a bad idea?
No, just the whole here-ish.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna snipe the druid chick if I can.
Orden, what do they have to do? And I know it's a save of some kind.
8 plus Constitution plus proficiency. Hold on.
So it's a con save, I assume.
1 sec.
Dex save,
No, dex save. Dex save.
Dex save. And how big of a cone? Oh, okay.
15 foot.
So it would hit. You would only hit the first 2.
I would actually move up a little closer. I mean, you'd have to get right up on them to do it, but
all right, I'll move right up on them.
Okay, so now
right
you
behind you.
5, 10. You can hit the 4 of them, the first 4 there, or the first 4 groupings.
Okay, and they have to beat out a 12.
Okay, 1 grouping makes it. 1 grouping doesn't. Grouping
okay.
doesn't. 3 of them do not make it. 1 does.
Good with that.
Okay, so that's 8 damage if they failed it, and 4 if they did. If they passed. Whichever one is correct.
Mm-hmm. God, you didn't roll very well. Okay, and then we'll go with who wants to go next.
I followed Orden in, so I will take out my shield and my warhammer and kind of bash it together and say something in Dwarven, and you'll notice the anvil symbol on the front of my shield will start to glow, and I'm gonna try to get as many as I can in a 60-foot radius. So I guess I will move right up as well, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
On which one?
As many as I can get in a 60-foot radius.
Sacred
No.
Flame is a 1.
It's a single target.
Oh,
dex
okay.
save.
Well,
It-
then
it's
whichever
damage.
one looks most damaged. Sorry, I heard that wrong.
Okay, so it'd be the southern one, this one here, and it's a what? Actually, that one's the most well off. So it's one. All three of the other ones that are close all have the exact same. They all look the same. They're the most hurt.
Which ones?
This one, and this one are all hurt the most.
I'd hit the one right in front of me.
Okey-doke.
And it needs
And it
to
has to be a
make
dex
a dex
save.
save.
It doesn't.
Okay, so let me get my d8s because it's going to take some damage.
D8 radiant damage.
Two d8 at level 5. Well, level 6.
Yes.
Good. That's 3.
You kind of burn it a little bit, and it just reels in a little bit of pain. All right, Laurenthar, did you want to take a pop shot?
I'm gonna snipe the druid chick unless there's like no shot.
Oh yeah, you could probably you can go ahead and make an attack.
Since she's surprised,
You have triple
do
advantage.
I get advantage?
Oh yeah, it's a surprise round, so you get your advantage.
It's more important for the sneak attack than the actual. The advantage is nice, but okay.
You already hit.
Yeah, let's see here. Either one of these a crit. I'm gonna re-roll that 9 just in case crit fish.
It's an automatic crit, isn't it? Since you're an assassin.
But he's not an assassin though, is he?
Are
But
you aren't you an assassin?
no,
Oh, okay.
but that's some really crappy rolls.
Well, you can take the 11 damage and then roll your
The 11 damage, and then
Sneak
also
attack.
add. That's 25 damage. And as a bonus, one of these little dudes that is wounded. Actually, I don't think I can take a bonus. Can you take a bonus action on a surprise round or not? I don't know.
So
I assume.
So yeah, Derek, there is no surprise round, or creatures get the surprise condition. So a round, it's still a complete round. It's just that the creatures are surprised. So whatever you can do on a normal turn, you can do in a surprise round officially.
Yeah.
Alright,
So yeah,
so,
you'd get your bonus.
So one of these wounded ones up here, I'm going to do basically this too.
With your ghostliness.
Yep, with a ghost arrow.
Which one? Which one did you want to hit?
Ooh, that's pretty good. One of the ones in this cluster here.
You take out, even though it's 4 of them. You take out all that cluster of them.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then I will take my cunning action to hide behind the barrel.
Sounds good. Make your stealth roll.
Yeah, but was that extra sneak attack a bonus action?
Well, yeah, you. No.
Okay, then no, I'll stay there then. Fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you used your bonus action to do the extra damage to the twig blight.
I'll look that up because I'm not actually sure what kind of action that is.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, does Soul want to go next or Rajin?
Raging can go. He's already down there. I'll go. Soul will go last.
That is not any sort of action. I can just do it.
Oh, okay, so then make your bonus action to hide.
I'm just gonna hide.
Make your stealth check.
As soon as I get my character sheet up, of course it's one right off screen. There we go.
Okay. All right, Rajin, your turn for the surprise round.
Yeah, Reagan with his long, oversized, curved blade. That's nothing like a Nodachi at all. Or the Monster Hunter longsword. Is going to do 2 slashes over the head of the dwarven cleric in front of him. And as he slashes the air from this range, he's going to propel 2 forces of energy with each swipe as I cast Eldritch Blast through my packed weapon. And I'll aim at the druid.
Okay.
That seems like a good move. 17 for 2. And then 22. Oh, do we get advantage?
Yes.
Okay, so 17 for 2, and then 27 a crit for 9.
Whichever, like it only had 2 health, so you
Oh,
just
okay.
the druid's dead.
Then I'll hit this one with the crit then.
And
For
that's
9.
9. Also dead. you
Yeah.
you just obliterate the druid that was vastly hurt by Laurenthar's arrow, and then you just turn to the twig blight and shoot another blast at it and reduce it to ashes. All right, Soul.
How big are those barrels?
12-foot high, 8-foot wide.
So he's posted up right there in front of the door.
Mm.
So Soul can't go in.
You can move through a friendly target. You just can't occupy the same space.
Oh, okay. Let's say, would I be able to move to where those small barrels are, make an attack, and then move away? Or no?
If you still have movement, yes.
Well, if I'm moving all the way from the back, I don't even think I can
5,
get there.
10, 15, 20. It's 25 feet to get to this corner here.
So I would be half elves are 30 foot or 30 speed, right? They're not 35.
I don't know, what did your character
Yes.
sheet say? Yes.
I finished building it because I had to work late today. Is it 30 or 35?
I believe it's 30.
30?
30.
Okay. Would I be able to hit? How do you guys do that? Would I be able to hit that one if I was posted behind the door right there? Behind?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you could see it.
All right, then that's what she's going to do. She's going to cast Fire Bolt at this blight, and
Make your spell attack.
yeah. Wow, that's a low roll. A 12?
Well, you hit. Oh, never mind. No, you don't. You don't hit.
There you go. After that, she's going to backpedal back into this room. She's just gonna like jump into the doorway. She's just gonna kind of flick her wrist
Go
a little
pew
bit,
pew.
and then she's just gonna jump back out. She ain't gonna say a single word or care if she hits. That's probably why she missed.
10, 15, 20. Okay. Marc is gonna fire a crossbow bolt at the one in front of Orden and miss. Okay then, and Irina is going to just sit there because she is not a fighter. She's a lover, not a fighter. Everybody, roll initiative.
What?
Oops. we're
9.
still- All turn.
Oof. That's a nat 1. That's another nat 1. Jeez.
It's,
9.
It's best to do it on initiative roll.
I don't really care. I don't really sweat too much about initiative because it only matters the first round.
That's just 2 in a roll. That's what's crazy.
I'd rather get them out of the way on initiative than rolled on an attack, or even worse, a save. Oh my god.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Whoopsie.
Sweet, they go on to 0.
I mean, we've got our tanks at front anyway, so we want them to go first.
I'm fine with doing cleanup. Oh yeah, I am back row DPS, not tank.
All right, Iris, what did you roll? Nathan?
9.
9. And Tyler?
18.
Oh, okay. I see that you posted it there. And then is Marc. Six. And descending. First up is the first twig blight, and it's standing next to Ordenthek. And since there are 4 of them there, I'm gonna have them all move as one, and they're gonna make all their claw attacks on you. So there's gonna be a total of 4 claw attacks on you. They're a +3 to hit, so not very great. The highest is one's a 17 and one's an 18.
Okay, the 18 hits.
So only one hits. That's not bad. And it is a D4 for 4 piercing damage.
Okay.
Then this one is going to move up to here, since they can't go very far. All right, Soul.
Bread and butter. Going to do the same thing I just did.
Okay, make your spell attack.
I'm not going to move my character because I'm just going to backpedal right back to where I'm at now. That's a modified 21.
You hit.
Yay. And that is 8 damage.
That's
Which
two-
one again? Which one again? The
Yeah,
one in front.
big one is last time. The one right in front of Ordenthek.
Okay.
Tyler,
And that was
Tyler, was that 2d10?
Is it 2 or 1?
it's 2 at level 5.
Oh, it's 2. Hold on. Oh, cool. That was a 10, so that's 18 then.
Nice.
Yeah, good catch.
Okay, that's an you singe and burn that one burns to a crisp. You just catch it on fire and you just see it slowly kind of think of like a Avengers Infinity War where everybody just turns to dust and just withers away. That's what happens to this twig.
You're
Or
gonna
to these
hear
4 twigs.
you would hear Soul go poof when that happens as she's going back into her going back the other way behind that other door.
Next up is the other twig. The last twig, 5, 10, 15. It's gonna be here, so it can't get quite to you, Orden. All right, Iris.
Hey, Derek, you forgot to put me on initiative.
Oh, I did.
I had a
What was your
9.
initiative? Oh, okay. So it doesn't matter which one you go to. So either you can decide who goes first between you and Iris.
You can go ahead, Nathan. I just wanted to tell Derek before it got any
Yep.
further.
I forgot you.
Did the one that attacked Orden get killed?
Yes.
I will rush up to this one. And smack it.
Okay, make your attack.
I'm gonna try roll 20 this time. See if it treats me well or not. That's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Looks like it is 10 bludgeoning damage because I did it one hand.
Awesome.
How's it
And
looking?
you easily kill off a couple of them. In one swing, you just kill 2 of them. And it's looking okay-ish, but hurt.
I'll give a big smile to it and just raise my shield a bit higher, kind of preparing myself for the next strike.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Ordenthek.
So when I use my fire breath on them, did it seem like it hurt them any extra amount because they're twigs?
Yes.
Okay. I will move right here. As soon as Iris ran out, he got like a concerned look on his face because he's already had some friends of his die within this day. So he wants to make sure everyone's safe, and he's going to run over next to her and use his fire breath.
On all and try to hit all three clusters.
Yes, please.
Okie dokie. I'll allow it. So they have to make dex saves.
Yeah.
2 of them are 19, 1 of them fails.
Yeah, and that's gonna be 3d6s. So the total amount is 11.
You singe them all. They all
Nice.
just evaporate and just burn and turn into ashes.
Normally he'd be pretty proud about this, but right now he just looks relieved.
That's some powerful breath you got there.
Oh, thanks. You did really good with your warhammer too. Oh,
I've just gotten
Iris.
started.
Iris, before I forget, and he's gonna reach into his bag and he's gonna say, Ragnar actually gave me something before he passed, and I'm gonna hand you the dagger, and I will say, when you need this the most, it'll turn into a great sword. That's what Ragnar told me.
Oh my god.
Make an Arcana check, or Iris.
Oh, that's a 10.
You don't sense anything magical, but you're not quite sure. So there might be something to it.
I'll look at it like very almost lovingly and then stick it in my belt. And I'll spend some time with us later and figure out exactly what it does. If it was to my brothers, I'm keeping it. Thank you.
He kind of just nods at you.
And then you would see multiple doors. One to the north here, one double door here, an open door here and here, and then another closed door there.
I'm gonna check this door here for. I'm just gonna check to see if it's locked or not. I don't think they've had time to trap anything.
It is not locked.
Go open it.
You want the dagger to be the thing that kills Strahd? Hell yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. This is the barrel storage. There are rows of new barrels filling this room. A narrow stone staircase spirals upward in the southwestern corner.
Can I check this door?
Yes. Are you just going to straight up try to open it?
I'll probably check it just to make sure it's not like trapped or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and check for checks.
What kind of roll would that be?
I think it's investigation.
Yes.
Cool.
Let's go with that.
I have 0 in that. 18.
You don't find any traps.
Okay, I'll open the door.
You try to open it, but it's won't open. You kind of push on it, and it doesn't seem to budge.
Lanthar, can you open this? And I'll step aside.
Is it locked? I'm gonna try to pick it.
You don't see a locking mechanism on this door, so you kind of can assume that it's like barred shut from the other side.
Okay. I mean, technically, if you do have like a steel thing, you could stick it in the door jamb and lift the bar up, but
Not quite.
I'm going to see if this door over here, this open door, I'm going to try to kind of peek through it.
It's literally just like a little alcove. And you can see that there's another open door on the other side, and you can see the light of day.
I want to
Or
search.
I guess it's not the light of day, but you can see the outdoors.
the window, gotcha.
I want to search
I'll
this
check
alcove.
this door here.
And then that door, Laurenthar, you push on it, and you can feel chains jingling on the other side. So it's chained on the other side.
Right, so we can either go up here or go up here. Actually, does that go all the way, or does that just go up to like a little catwalk?
That goes up to the next floor, yes.
And this also is stairs, right?
Yes, that was the spiral staircase you found. And then there's a door here, and then that one there.
Is there anything in this little alcove?
Let me see. This is a storage room. Bare hooks line the walls of this storage room. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of stained wooden sandals with oversized soles. Both doors to this room hang open. The one to the west is fitted with iron brackets and leads outside into the rain. Lying on the floor next to it is a 5-foot long wooden beam.
I'm going to shut the door, but I'm not going to put the beam over it.
Okay. What are you doing, Raijin?
Raijin has ran up the stairs to the top balcony to look around.
Okay.
On the next floor.
Reveal. And then you can move your token up to that panel up to the north.
Yeah.
And you would see that just perched on the ledges, there are four bunches of tons and tons of ravens just sitting perched atop. And then you would see another staircase here and here with doors on both sides.
I guess he would call down, "All clear."
And then the ravens, they're just watching you. They don't move or anything.
As soon as Raging sees anyone coming up with him, he will start moving to the left this way.
Okay.
I guess it's on right there. I'd go up too.
Ordenthek, what is Soul doing over there with Miss Irina?
Soul is casting mage armor on herself, seeing there was some conflict. And she was going to go up the stairs as well. Actually, let's see.
I guess I would be right here.
Yes, this is where you
Yeah,
can be,
he went
Laurenthor.
up the stairs. So, because I didn't know he went up the stairs, I missed that because somehow I'm deaf and blind. So, Soul would actually position herself at the base of the stairwell, kind of watching the stairs and seeing what Iris and Ordenthek were doing. And, just she's going to position herself there and see what her next move would be, judging on their actions above.
Okay, and then we'll go to Ordenthek at the southwestern portion. Are you just checking in there?
Yes, please.
You find another spiral staircase. This turret contains a stone spiral staircase. Windows in the outer wall allow light to enter. And then this also goes up and down.
All right. Can I poke my head in and see where it goes up to?
If you want to climb it, yeah.
Okay. I'll turn to Iris and be like, I'm going up here if you want to come. And then I will head upstairs.
Right behind you,
Right here.
dearie.
And then you can bring your token on up to this spiral staircase over. Yep, up where Iris went.
I'm coming.
You're slowly making your way over there.
My screen is really small right now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Orden, you would come up here, come up to there, and you would just see a hallway with a door at the end of it. And then you'd see that it the hallway also turns to the right.
I'm gonna head that way.
And you see another hallway. Okay, and then before you go there, we'll go back to and then I guess Ismark and Irene are back over here too. We'll go back to Kevin, who started the non-initiative stuff.
Yeah, Raging. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were still going for initiative.
We're not. It's like I'm still just going in an order, just because everybody's kind of spread out.
Okay, I mean, no, we can wait for everybody else to do their thing if you want.
Okay.
I'm last, so.
You would hear you'd get to that door there, Rajin, and you would just hear clunk, 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 clunk as two people in heavy armor just go by the door you're standing at.
Two very heavy people.
Yeah, once I feel that it's clear, I'll start opening the door.
You'd open the door and you'd see your two party members just clunk, clunk, clunk by.
I kind of pull out my sword, and then I realize who it is, and I just ease up a little. Do I know your name yet?
Yeah, I introduced myself.
Okay, I'll be like, oh, hey, Rajin.
Laurenthar and Soul, what are you two doing?
He can go first.
All right, I guess I will. Yeah, I'll go this way.
Okay.
Just glide up those stairs as quietly as I can.
Soul is going to she's going to look at what'd you say their name was? Bismarck and Irene.
Ismark and Irina.
Yeah, she would look at them and be like, "Okay, up the stairs, loves. Let's go. He's gone now. We don't want to get lost down here."
Are you going first or are you beckoning them to go first?
I'm telling them to go first.
Okay. They'll go, of course. Come, Irina. And he grabs her by the hand and they go upstairs.
Soul would go to the top of the stairs. She would see the ravens, and she would quickly take out her book and jot down like descriptions of the ravens as she was walking behind them, like just documenting for some reason.
Like these ravens seem like they're used to people. Like they're not startled by you when you go up there. They don't fly away. They just stay perched on the balcony railings, just watching you.
Surprised they're not eating that dead druid down there, but
They're ravens, not crows.
ravens will definitely eat dead bodies.
Will they? Nathan, you're the expert.
Yeah, they are carrion. Carrion
Gotcha.
bird.
Ravens are basically the same as crows, but like bigger.
Way cooler.
Yeah, way cooler. Alrighty. Ordenthek, you're at an open doorway.
Also a bad omen,
what's
depending
in
on
here?
which who you ask.
You have not been stealthy, so you can hear chatter coming from the other side. Let me see where is that? You hear a druid go, "Get ready! There's somebody coming down the hallway." You hear a voice from the other side.
I'm gonna turn to Iris and be like, "Be ready! There's someone on the other side of the doorway."
I heard dinner. Let's go.
Okay, and I will charge in.
Okay. This is the door to this room hangs open. In this chamber are a desk, a chair, a tall wooden cabinet, and a strange contraption that takes up most of the northern end of the room. 3 creatures are here. One appears human, but is so caked with dirt and mud that it's hard to know for sure. Her hair is full of twigs, and her face is hidden behind a vial of moss. She is rooting through the contents of the cabinet and haphazardly tossing them onto the floor as she heard you. Behind her stand 2 creatures made entirely of dead vines. And roll initiative. Because she goes, what are you guys doing here? And she just readies herself because she knows that you're not friendly to her.
Never even took the chance.
How are you rolling the same number as me every time?
Okay, you got a 17 and Iris got a 17?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I have a lower dex, though.
So
I
Orden will
highly
go
doubt
first this
that.
time.
I have a 9.
Okay, I have a 12.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have an 18. I technically rolled higher than you, just have a lower modifier.
Try to pull up a... Where's the stat block? Yeah, that ain't it. Right, we'll just use this one. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, Soul, what did you roll? for initiative?
15.
Okay. And then all I need is them. Okay, descending. All right, first up to go is Rajin. You hear some squabbling going on in the hallway as you hear another woman's voice. Ah, we have intruders.
I think raging, seeing that them two are there. He and only hearing one female voice. I think raging is going to move not that way, this way. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's just going to start running around the other side to try and flank 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60 to here. And that'll be my turn.
Oh, the bird will just move aside for you.
Yeah.
All right, Larnther.
All right, let me see here. The initiative thing is over, everybody. All right. What can I see from here?
You can't quite see. You could probably see just another twig-like creature from here. Oh wait, you aren't moving in.
What I'm saying is because it's like I can't fire while I'm occupying the other square as somebody else. But the question is,
You
is
could
if
move
I
here.
10, 15. What can I see from there?
You'd be able to see. You couldn't see the druid since she's still off onto the inside, but you'd be able to see both of the vine creatures.
All right, I'll shoot a vine creature then.
Okay.
It's just a normal attack, I think.
Yes.
All right. So let's just do a normal attack with no sneak attack.
He's 27 definitely hits for
Yep, I do
12
12 points of damage to it.
The first one or the one behind it?
Do the first one, sure.
Okay.
And that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll go there and then take my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Ordenthek. You're muted.
That's fine. I wasn't really saying anything of use anyway. I guess I will step in here, and I will
And
attack.
now you're not talking.
I can
Wait,
hear.
can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear
Is it
you.
me again?
I can hear as well.
We're losing our DM again.
Does he have to reboot again?
All right. While he's gone, we can strategy talk. I've got one use of my breath attack left. Do I use it here?
No.
Don't waste it.
Like there's like another a whole hallway full of people left. There's only 3 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Are we just going to ignore the fact that there's all those leaf blights outside that we're not really dealing with?
What I'm thinking is we should if we kill the druids, like they're just going to be uncontrolled. So they may actually like go away once with the people that summon them are dead, or at least they won't be like able to coordinate with an intelligent mind behind them.
Okay, that makes. What are you doing, Tyler?
That's why
Yeah, he's checking for fireball range. Looks like.
that's why I closed that door so that they couldn't just wander in that side door over there.
No, what I'm actually doing is finding out how to do that.
Yeah, there's a snap to center is the one you probably want.
Tyler, it looked like you were having a stroke.
I have a stroke every day, just existing.
That's just your default.
At this point, like, I would maybe like just make a joke about that. I think I'll just give that a giggity.
Just
Hey, I gotta
one.
get, since the DM is dead again, I'm gonna run to the restroom. If it becomes my turn, I'm going to follow. My plan was to follow Regin up to that doorway. Is like my 30 movement. I want to see what's over there because it seems like a good idea, just in case he comes back in time and it's my turn.
Gauntlet.
Watch this door over here just open up to something that's not this hallway.
I'm just saying, look how much better we do when we have like fire support behind us.
All right, can you hear me now?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, fucking Christ! All right, Orton, make your move.
Okay, I'm just going to attack this girl twice.
The druid.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
First is 24 to hit.
That hits.
I just realized I haven't attacked with my sword this entire time, so I'm having to look up all this stuff.
Because you haven't had it.
Oh, I've had it, I just haven't used it. 6 damage on the first hit.
Okay. Then roll the.
18 on the second hit.
That hits.
All right, I'm back.
Your character died while you were gone.
Bullshit. Unless these birds are. Like-
Yeah, Treehouse stepped on it.
And then another 5. You did not roll well. Okay. You make your 2 attacks on this woman. And she just.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. Wow.
Did we lose him again? Okay.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
He's just thinking
Ne-
real hard.
Next up is Iris.
I'm gonna move past Orden and kind of shield slam these cabinet doors shut, and then attack this one as well.
Attack the druid. Okay.
Damn it. Oh, good. I didn't write down any of my modifiers.
Good job. You should have.
Yeah, I should have. This is what happens when I have to make new characters.
What's your strength?
It's 11 to hit.
That that hits.
Okay, well, this is just gonna roll my damage. Okay, so this doesn't count again. That's 10 damage.
10. Okay. You couldn't roll your own damage?
I didn't write down the damage die, so I just went ahead and did it
Oh.
that way to be easy.
Okay, next up is unless you're gonna.
And that's
that your
magical
turn?
damage, by the way. And that will be my turn.
Okay, Soul. You hear some chat or not chatter, but you hear some sounds of fighting going on upstairs in the hallway. If you unmute yourself. I think
You
he's.
know, if I unmuted myself, maybe you could hear me. Damn, I'm retarded.
I even said so.
Yeah. So what Soul is going to do once I sit back down is she is going to see the direction that Rajin went, and she's going to. It's going to spark her curiosity that there's conflict in one direction, and she's going to go the other direction. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Or no, that's 25. So I can go to there, right? Or is that?
That's 30, yeah.
Yeah. And
you could double move it if you wanted to go further, if you wanted.
let's see. I'm gonna hold my action in case I get a chance to firebolt somebody.
Yes, if an enemy in quotation marks shows up, you firebolt them. Gotcha.
Yeah. Do the old yeet stick.
Okay, next up is going to be the vine creature in front of Orden. And he is going to. It's going to make a constrictor attack on you, Orden. And that is going to be a 9. So that does not hit.
That's half my AC.
These creatures aren't strong. You deserved an easy confrontation here.
Yeah, we kind of did.
Okay, Ismark is gonna whisper to Irina, "You stay here," and he's gonna run up and take a crossbow attack. You still haven't gotten his stat block up. There we go. So +3 to hit. He hits. No, for almost max damage. Okay. Then next up is the druid. And what is this? An action. I can never spell shillelagh. She's going to just. Yeah. She's just going to touch the end of her quarterstaff and whisper some words, and it kind of glows a little bit, and she's just gonna try to bash Ragnar in the face.
Good luck.
Cough, cough. He's dead.
Not with this character, son.
Use your spellcasting ability, which would be
Wisdom.
wisdom. Oh, it's a +4 to hit shillelagh. Okay, the druid stat block has it already added into it. My God, that's a 6.
Not even close.
Next up is the other vine blight, and I don't even think it can even do anything, so it's just gonna stand there. Rajin.
Does the druid have Thunderwave on its stuff?
It did, but I wanted to whack him in the face.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Shh, this is what happened last time, Kevin. You're on the
Wanted
you're
to
on
whack him.
you're on our team.
Yeah, it's just that I know that the druid stat block is not very good,
It's not. It's not.
and it's just not very good. So Radian's gonna just try and keep ahead of Sol, and he's
You're gonna open that door.
he's gonna open the door. Yeah. Steps of 5, 10, 15.
And it's like you would step through the door and see another, I believe another druid there. 16. This room has a wooden floor with a 10-foot square hole cut into the middle of it, right above the loading dock. Looming over the hole is a wooden winch. Perched atop it is a man with wild hair, rotted teeth, and skin painted with red with blood. He waves a gnarled staff made from a black branch and babbles at you. It's another druid.
Where's this druid standing?
Is it not visible to you?
Yeah, I can see it here, but it doesn't look. That's the hole for.
Yeah, I'll put it there.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you're right. That didn't make sense.
Yeah. I don't know if that druid will trigger Tyler's action or not, but I'm gonna run up. 25 to here, and I'm gonna make 2 attacks.
Okay, go ahead.
As a yeah, I'm just gonna make 2 attacks with my not that one. I rolled a 20, so it doesn't actually matter. Make sure.
You fucking crit.
I was gonna say, are you sure you don't want that one?
Yeah, I rolled shitty on damage though.
Well, the way I do crits is it's the how you generally would roll twice the amount of die. The first set of dice is automatic max damage.
Okay. Because I can set up my weapon to do that. So, okay. Now that I know that, I'll sort that out. Yeah, and then so there's the first attack, big sweep with the huge attack weapon. 11 to hit.
That hits. So how much damage would be on the first one?
It would be 12 plus 5 plus
Okay, so
plus another 5.
22. Oof.
Yeah. So
Okay.
22 and then 7. If 11 hits.
Yeah, the 11 hits. Their stat block is trash.
Yeah.
You would run up on this druid and just it's a sword, right? Great sword.
Yeah.
You would just go straight up and just lodge your sword, and you'd cut off his left arm, and then your second one would just keep on going, and you just deal the finishing blow. You would see drop out of his arm a staff that isn't like the others' staffs.
Yeah, that will be my turn.
Mm-hmm. Laurenthar.
Alright, I'll pop there, take a pot shot at see, which one did I hit before? The one in the front? Guess
Yes,
I'll hit
you
the one in the it's still up though. I'll hit the one in the back and see if I do better.
Okay.
This time I get advantage. Let's see here. Click the thing for advantage. Ooh, thunder. Crit, all right, I'll take that crit.
One in the back.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
Crit
how
is
much damage would that?
actually- The crit, well, it rolled 6 + 3, but you do crits differently, so I don't know if you want to take that 3 for the crit for the extra dice roll, but it would be 8, 9, 10, 11. It's probably just dead. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 plus also 3d6, which also might be maximized. So
Are you hitting the one in the back or the front?
at the back.
You wouldn't get the sneak attack.
Oh,
So it would be how much?
let's see here. I don't know why it would. It would be. Well, the max damage on that is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. So you wouldn't
13
get
plus a
sneak.
die roll.
Oh yeah, you were. I guess you said you were hidden. So yeah, never mind. Yeah, he dead.
Yeah, he's. If I get max damage on the sneak attack, he's super dead.
Okay. And then
And
do you
I'll-
move after that?
Yeah, I'll take the rest of my movement to go. That was a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'll hide again using my bonus action.
Next up is Ordenthek.
Whenever that druid attacks Iris and misses real bad, having grown up with someone who was a druid, I'll just scoff and be like, I've seen needle blights that have more druidic magic than you, and then I will attack with my sword twice. 12 to hit on the first one.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, 12 damage.
How do you kill this druid?
I will slash her over the head, and when it starts cutting way deeper than was probably expected, he kind of just like takes a step back, like, ugh.
You can make your second attack on the blight.
Okay. 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
Yeah, he's kind of too grossed out by all the druid blood and guts to really hit that second one.
Okay. Iris.
Thanks for the help, dearie. And I'm gonna attack the bugger.
Okay.
That's a 18 to hit.
That hits.
It's a D8. That's 6 damage.
That's enough to kill it, I believe. Yes, it is.
It's just
We're
a
now
it's
out
just a
of combat.
warhammer, so she just hits it and it just cracks and starts to split down the middle.
Okay, we'll start off with Kevin. You see a weird looking staff at the bottom of your feet. Let's see if I can find a picture of it. I know you know probably what it is, but
Tell the audience what it is.
you would see a like a dark black looking quarterstaff at your feet,
Ooh.
dropped by the druid.
Do I get any sort of sense from this? Again, I know obviously what it is and what it does, but I'm looking down at it. Do I get like
An Arcana check.
a bad sense from it, basically, or does it? Do I just feel it's like a just a quarterstaff that's just black?
Make an Arcana check.
There you go.
Oh, I
4.
didn't even look. You don't know shit. It's just a black looking, weird looking quarterstaff to you.
That stream is the staff we found, just in case you were wondering.
Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't
Okay.
need a quarterstaff. Yeah. I guess Sol could now act.
think he's
Okay.
on the phone.
Okay.
He's typing in
then,
the
Okay,
chat, whatever his
he's
action
typing
is.
in chat.
yeah, I guess I would move to the door here then and just have a look through here.
Okay. Tyler, make an Arcana check.
Yeah, you've done it.
You get the sense of something different about the staff, but you can't tell if it's good, bad, indifferent. You just know it's not a normal quarterstaff. Going to tell you for further. Oh, okay.
And Soul is now a vampire.
Nah, it's not that bad of a staff.
Iris doesn't know, but I know who Golthias is. So, just saying.
You know who Golthias is, but the staff isn't that bad. Itself isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's named after somebody that's awful. So, just putting that out there.
Okay, and then Kevin, you said you're checking this corridor.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
It's just another hallway.
Okay.
And that it's like you look down the hallway, you think like you said you were going to you were going to try to flank on the other side. You open this door and you just see a wall and then a door at the end of the hallway leading to the right.
Yeah, I'll move towards it, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Go to Iris then, who's standing at another door. We'll finish this top floor and then we can end for the night. But Nathan, what are you doing at this door?
Listening.
You do not hear anything.
Opening.
It is a bedroom.
Checking.
2 pairs of bunk beds occupy this room. Against the west wall rest 4 identical footlockers. So there's 4 beds.
I'm opening the footlockers.
I mean, there's 2 in this. There's 2 in this one and 2 in the one next to it. It's just a bunch of clothing that you would can assume are from the family that you met outside. That you didn't get their names from.
I'll make sure to put everything back as best I could, like it was, and then head back out of the room.
Orden's the same way.
I'm not even gonna go in.
That's the room with the magic sword.
And then they move up. Okay, and back to Rajin.
Yep, gonna open the door that I'm nearby.
Okay. This room contains a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs, an L-shaped cupboard, and a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. Next to the pantry is a small iron stove. And this is just the kitchen.
Yep. He'll just keep moving in and open the final door.
And then Lawrence, you would also see a spiral staircase there in the middle, and then the door that to your north. And then we'll open this door.
I can guess where I bet I can guess where it leads to. I'll open this door.
And you see Rajin opening the door on the other side of the room. This room contains a 4-poster bed. Its headboard carved in the likeness of a giant raven. A soft black rug covers the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall stand two slender wardrobes with a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Beneath the tapestry sits a handsomely carved rocking cradle. To the north, under a window, is a plain desk and chair. Other furnishings include a wooden chest and a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame.
Question. You say it was a rocking cradle. Does that mean it rocks or it is currently rocking?
It rocks. It is not currently rocking.
Okay. I just had to clarify.
Yeah, I'll just turn and look at the elf and say, "It's everything is clear here. We defeated another that carried a strange staff.
It is not good to mess with strange magics in this realm. But perhaps we should go down and check the rest of the upstairs. And then see what we can, and then see if there are any more of them. Over here, which I don't really know about, but I know there's more house.
So I'm trying to get rid of stuff real quick. Okay, where are you? You're going back down?
Oh, I'm gonna go.
Would you not type shit? I can't delete what you have.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go over here and be like, we should probably check out the rest of the house.
You go to that wooden slope that you saw on the ground floor.
We should wait for the others."
All right.
I'm gonna go upstairs with you guys.
Oh, there is no more upstairs. You're on the top floor.
Oh, where'd they go? Where are they on the map? I don't see them.
They went to
down.
the chute over here.
Oh, there they are. Okay, I will follow you guys.
And is Marc and Irina too.
And as soon as Ordenthek shows up, and that's all of them, I'm gonna go wee and slide down the slide.
Nice. Are you going all the way down?
I'm gonna. You know what?
That's a loaded question.
It depends on if I can stop myself.
Make an acrobatics check.
We really should have put the
I'm
bigger.
really good at that.
I know you are.
We should have put the bigger people down first, so it wouldn't hurt whenever we sandwich Larenthar.
You're good. You can stop at the ground floor if you'd like.
I'll stop at the ground floor and hop off. I gotta move my token. Stop like right here.
Okay. Everybody up top just sees Ordenthek just go straight on down.
Ordenthek's behind me.
If you guys are going down with them, you also have to make acrobatics checks. So Rajan and Iris.
Whoa.
It's a 19.
Iris, you get to stop. You jump off at the same point Larenthar did. But Rajan and Ordenthek just aren't agile enough, and you tumble down to the bottom floor down here.
But you didn't.
This must be the scales.
You didn't ask me if I wanted to stop.
Well, if you want to stop, you can, or you can just tumble down and not take a D4's worth of damage.
I mean, I'll stop. You just didn't ask me.
And Ordenthek and Rajin, you take 1 point of just damage from tumbling all the way down. It's not bad. And you find yourself with more people in front of you. What was that? It's a needle blade. Okay. With another druid and 5 more needle blights standing in front of you. Do we want to end it here and pick up with this little confrontation next week, or do we want to run through this one?
I'm good to just blast through it. I don't think these are going to take long.
It won't. Okay,
Let's
so
just
roll
do it.
initiative.
That's a 5. Good Lord, Orden.
Jesus Christ.
You're also muted if you're saying anything in reaction to that.
Oh, it wasn't anything funny, unfortunately.
We all three initiative rolls, we've had the same outcome.
Literally, yes. Like our blood cycles are synced.
You're just trying to make up for Ragnar's death.
Nine. I hate setting up with a billion goddamn NPCs. I could make them all go at once, but that's stupid.
That's the best way to do it, Derek.
It is, but then they can just all pile one person, which I don't really enjoy.
Just make one big NPC.
I mean,
Like a walking tree that just pummels you into the ground.
Maybe not that example.
Another one you could do is just add little color tokens to them, and so you can have like the red ones go on this initiative, and then the blue ones go on this initiative.
Well, since Tyler isn't saying anything, he is staying up top.
Said he had to go pick up his brother's girlfriend or something.
That's right.
So I think he's out.
He's driving. So yeah. All right, Laurenthar.
All
You're
right.
on the ground floor. So you don't hear anything yet, so you don't know that there's a druid and a bunch of blights downstairs. You just saw 2 of your friends tumble by you into the basement.
Yeah, but I know Ordenthek, so I know that he got in trouble. So
That's a fair assumption.
So I'm going to slide down the rest of the way.
Okay.
And if I can, able to take my action, then I'll slide down the other way with my bow in hand and pull like a really stupid
Legolas on the shield.
Yeah, but it's more like I'm just gonna be sliding down on my feet, and I'm gonna shoot. I think I'm gonna shoot one of the. You know what? I'll shoot the druid. Sure. Even though it probably would be better to shoot the other twig blight. Are they surprised or not?
No, because they saw the 2 heard the 2 tumbling down the chute.
Okay, normal shot then.
That hits and does 12.
12 piercing damage to the druid there.
Okay. Is that it? Is that what you do?
See, that's one move. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll just keep on sliding into here and see if there's anybody else in there. Or I might trigger 2 combats at once, but I'm just gonna go in there, get out of the way to hide.
He just
This is
slides
the
in
wine
deja
cellar.
vu style.
Wooden pillars and beams support the 10-foot high ceiling of this ice cold cellar, which is split in two by a 5-foot thick brick wall. A thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar fixtures an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The western rack stands empty, but the eastern one is half filled with wine bottles.
Sweet, that's all my actions. So next dude.
Yay. Then it's the druid's turn, and this time it's gonna actually be relatively smart and use Thunder Wave.
All right, I think that's a 5 foot around them, so she would have to move up on people
Wait,
to
it's
her.
a 15-foot cube.
All right, that's the higher level. That's not the one I'm
So yeah,
thinking
she's
of.
gonna move there, and then just use Thunder Wave on Orden and Rajin. Need you both to make a Constitution saving throw.
And you get +4 because of my aura.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
Marc.
You both
There's the nat
succeed. On a successful save, you take half damage and you're not pushed. So that's good. You're not pushed into the wall.
Once this comes over Orden, he just starts shaking and breathing really heavy.
2d8.
It's thunder, not lightning, so
It's
sound.
electricity.
It's actually it's thunder damage.
Yeah, it's a different.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
was going off Pokemon rules. Never mind.
And it'd be 9, so it'd be 4 damage to you guys.
Sonic damage.
And I already took the half.
Maybe he just thinks lightning is gonna come after the thunder.
Next up is one of the needle blights. They move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15. He's gonna come after you, Laurenthar.
Oh no, there's a dragonborn right there.
Yeah, but one of them has to go after you. It'll make a claw attack.
Okay.
That's a 17 to hit.
All right, that hits.
4. It's not going to be much because this encounter is okay. Never mind. That's max damage. So 9 piercing damage.
All right, that's half, so 4.
Oh yeah, because of uncanny dodge.
Yep.
Okay. Next up is another one. Gonna walk up on Orden. +4 to hit. That's actually it's a +3 to hit. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
For minimum damage, 3 piercing damage.
All right.
From max damage to minimum All right, Rajin.
Right. Raging as a bonus action, is going to call upon his dragon master, Vermithor, and the visage of Vermithor, and it's going to shroud him in a spectral full plate armor sort of thing, and an aspect of a full dragon warrior, and as he casts Spirit Shroud, and he's going to attack this needle blight in front of him.
Yeah.
Shame I didn't have advantage. Never mind. So that's 14 damage, Derek, on that first hit.
So it's like 13 plus what? What?
Yeah, 13 plus 1.
Okay.
Because I didn't have advantage, did I? So,
Oh, it's dead.
is it thunder? Yeah. Yeah, and then he's gonna step forward to here, and he's gonna take a swing at this one as well.
Okay.
This one for 13 damage. No, sorry, yeah, 13 damage on the
Okay.
druid.
And she just screams out in agony. She is not looking great.
And then he's going to step to here, and that'll be his turn.
Next up is another needle blight. It's gonna walk up and make a claw attack at you for an 11. It misses. And then the next other one that's right also next to you is going to make an attack, not move, for a 6 and miss. And then the last one is going to 5, 10, 20, move up to Orden and attack for a 10. Everybody misses. All right, Iris, roll all the way down.
I'm gonna move down here and attack the druid.
Okay.
I'm gonna try roll 20, and I'll give my answers later. Why? So
Did you
not to drink?
forget your dice somewhere?
No. That's why,
Oh,
because
right.
everyone's been rolling nat 20s. That's exactly why.
You only needed to do 2 damage.
Still, I finally got a nat 20. The only one that
You
hasn't so
did
far.
it.
A waste of a crit.
Yeah. I just cave her skull in, just like there's just this thickening splat with my
Oh.
warhammer comes up and over my head and caves her skull in.
And brain matter just flies all over the place.
And then that was 5, 10. Do I have to count movement for sliding down the slide?
Yeah.
15, 20, 25. So that's as far as I can move then.
Okay. Orden attack.
Okay, I'm gonna use my first attack on the one in front of me.
Okay.
23 to hit.
No, that misses.
Wait, does it?
No. There's
Okay.
No way.
5 damage.
Okay. It was untouched before. It's now hit.
Slightly touched. 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Ooh, 12 damage.
All right, there goes that little needle blight. These creatures are
Absolutely
all weak as shit.
And I'll just slice him through the middle. And he just dissolves into twigs.
Yeah, it just falls apart to the ground. Now it's just twigs all over the ground.
See, these guys are less messy.
Okay, Larenthar, there's a needle blight in between you and your party.
Okay, he's undamaged. So I'm gonna do stupid rogue tricks and move, then hide, and then attack.
Okay, make a stealth check.
So
He'll take an opportunity attack, though, right?
He's disengaging. Well, you can disengage, but you can't then hide.
Well, I'll take the one attack. I'm not too worried about this dude.
Okay, so you'll take the opportunity attack, which is a 12.
That misses.
But it knows where it has blind sight, so you're not you once he knows you're there, you don't get stealth.
Okay. I'll just attack it. It's my bow.
And 8 for 8 damage. Okay.
And I'm gonna finish up my movement. Is it dead? I don't think
No.
it's dead. Finish up my movement by moving 10 foot back.
Next up is that same needle blight, and it's just gonna follow you and make an attack on you again. For a Jesus Christ, a 9.
I just limbo out of the way.
Yeet. All right, Orden. Rajin.
Already getting your dragonborns mixed up.
Rajin's going to attack the one in front of him first
Okay.
for 17.
Jesus Christ, for 17 damage.
And then move around the pillar to attack the next one. In fact, he's going to move all the way around it, make some room, and attack the next one.
Okay.
11.
That misses barely.
I'm not fussed. I'm not going to use my inspiration. Yeah,
it's not a needed one.
It manages to duck, and the sword smashes into the wall of the cellar.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Next up will be the last remaining, or not the last one, but that remaining needle blight in that room. It's gonna turn around and take a claw attack at you. Since it either does that or needles, but needles is a ranged attack. My Jesus. Never mind. Iris. Where are all my crits? I don't know if I rolled under like a 15.
We got all the crits this time.
Hit me once. Hit me once.
Yeah,
used
I did.
Used all your luck last week.
Oh yeah.
When he got like 3 ones in a row and still killed us.
You have advantage.
Iris is gonna move forward, like banging her warhammer on her shield, just kind of walking forward, and then as she gets there, she'll attack with her warhammer.
You have advantage.
That's a 23 to hit.
Fish for a crit.
I rolled 2 dice.
Okay, then you hit.
That is 6 damage.
Okay. Good. Is that all you do? Do you stay still?
Yeah, I'll raise my shield back up per usual, kind of covering half my face, just waiting to make sure if it attacks, I've got it up.
Okay. Ordenthek.
I'm gonna run in and attack this guy.
Okay, make your attack.
26.
Yeah, you hit.
And 9 damage.
Okay.
He just
You
grabs
kill
onto
this one? Go ahead.
He grabs onto the pillar and just kind of swings himself in and slashes at him. Like he's clearly trying to impress his new party members.
And then you still hear Laurenthar mingling with the last one in the other room. So you can use the rest of your movement to try to move that way if you wanted.
Larenthar, you think you got it? Like out of character?
He's got it.
Probably.
Okay, I'll just stay here.
All right, Laurenthar. Kill it.
Okay.
Please kill it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do more stupid rogue tricks and disengage, then attack.
Okay. Just because.
Yeah, well, it's style more than anything. I may not be able to, without sneak attack. Who knows how well I'm gonna do.
A 10 to hit. That does not hit.
And then I'll take the rest of my movement to go. That was just actually I can take the rest of my movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay. And since it has blind sight, it has blind sight of 60 feet, so it still knows where you're at.
It's the blind sight works through walls though.
Yeah.
I would say no, but
Doesn't it?
No, blindsight just means like they have like they can hear your they use sound, but okay, it doesn't matter.
Blind sight 5e. Yeah, it says with blind sight can perceive its surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius. So it's bland, but makes an attack. It misses anyway. It's only a 7. Rajin.
I really want to like
go
just
ahead.
roll this out because like it's gonna have a round of initiative, just people
Just
flailing at it.
Yeah, it's dead. We'll just say it's not going to make it. So we'll just end the
It tripped
session
over
here.
itself.
You are in the cellar, and this is where we'll take up next time.
All right, guys. Join us next. We still have one more week before our bye week, right?
Yes. In that bye week, I probably, depending on what time I'm working to on Thanksgiving on that Tuesday, we could play Tuesday night if everybody's okay with it. Maybe.
I think
Yeah,
I have
sounds good.
I think I have another game Tuesday night of that week.
Okay.
But I'll find out,
Then
and I'll let you
we'll
guys
figure
know.
it out.
Join us next week as we finish exploring the wizarding world of wines and find what other secrets it may hold. We'll see you guys in another dimension.
Yeah.